I don't care, Eric. You're wearing pants for the stream.
Fine. But the next one, I get to decide.
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome.
Hello.
Well, you're probably wondering what we're doing here.
We need to move that out of the way.
Welcome back. We had a week off there. Somebody had a big wedding anniversary, of course.
Yeah.
50 years. Incredible.
50
Incredible.
50 years.
Time goes by.
There she is. There's my she trooper.
Hello.
Hello to everybody. We got Brudski, PB&J.
Delicious as always.
Yes, he is. Brudski's there. She trooper. She's joining us from Halifax, the other side of Canada tonight.
Halifax. I hardly knew her.
Yeah, she's got an ocean view. Halifax, barely even knew her.
Boom.
DCL, Brendan O, Cam Guy. Hey, buddy. Riley, how's it going? Todd, Oldendorf, usual
Nice to
suspects.
see everybody.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to build the time machine tonight.
Yep. Definitely. It's hidden inside one of these boxes.
It's all good. All good. So yeah, yesterday the time machine released, Back to the Future Time Machine, which well, that's been long awaited. And I think it went off with a pretty big hit there. It was did it sell out online? I didn't even look.
Yes.
I looked the day
Yes.
after.
Everywhere. Sold out
Yeah.
everywhere online.
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to She Trooper bought me a going away gift, and this was my going away gift. So I'm supposed to take a really long time to build it. Apparently, it's supposed to take 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be.
I have faith in you that you'll be able to do that.
Probably, yeah. She probably took the instructions, so I have to do it just.
Look at the pictures on the box.
But yeah, so here in Canada it was $220, and we were lucky enough to get a damaged box. And with this one, I didn't even really care about the damaged box because they went ahead and put thumb tabs on here.
They sure did.
Yeah. So didn't really matter to me about the box. It's more about the product in the box. And there's, I mean, you can see the damage on my box, right? You can see it.
Where is it?
It's crumpled. It does have a crumple in it right there. See that?
Does it though? You just did that.
If you put it on the floor and step on it, there's always a damaged box there.
I think they thought the hoverboard was at the top of the box, so they were trying to test it out.
Yeah. Well, there might have been. I tried to do a rail grind with it and just ground. But yeah, so like I said, thumb tabs, didn't really care too much. And then of course we were all in chats there while Tanner was at his store. You had how many people were in your line by the time the door opened?
There's probably 15 or so.
Eric, you?
Yeah, I would say around 20.
We probably had about 50 or 60 at the West End store.
Yeah.
So, but they sold out quick. People were just like running there. It was funny. Sarah was laughing because there was a fella that he's standing in line. He's got two in his hands. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. They were walking up and down the lines, telling everybody it's one per.
Yeah, ours too.
So,
which is good. I mean, yeah, eventually you want to let people have them, but you want to get them into as many hands as you can on the first day. You want to order a second one online. Plain and simple.
For sure.
And I found an interesting thing about that. So my Lego store didn't have one on display, and it's because they have to take from their inventory to build.
Really?
So they made the decision that they wanted to have as many available to everyone coming in the door, so they didn't build one.
Yeah,
that's good though.
Yeah,
it's kind of
eventually they'll build one.
The Lego store would send that to them.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, he said that eventually they'll build one. They'll probably get a damaged box at some point, and they'll build it from there. But with the demand for the DeLorean, he knew
And
let's just make everyone available.
And that's when they, at least at first, they don't need a store display to entice people to buy it, right?
Right.
People know.
Not on this one. I think some of the ones like you take some of the sets that we've looked at before, like even that Dark Trooper helmet.
Yep.
Without the display or without seeing that, the box art and that stuff's probably not going to do it any favors.
Yep.
I don't think this matters. The video that Lego actually put up on this thing was perfect. Like, it was good.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Mr. Bins and Bricks is in the house. He picked up a DeLorean too, I believe. So
Nice.
Good.
Old Dorf. So Triple B is the time machine. Easy's building from the past. And Tanjam's building the DeLorean. Sound right? Yeah, around there.
That's about it. You got it. Nailed it.
They're going to go back in time to me. That's what's happening. Yeah.
Jay wasn't a day one purchase, but it'll be absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. This one will be on the shelf for a while, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it was going to be another one like the, because it was the last one was the Ideas one, right?
Yeah.
You only got about a year on that thing before it goes, but yeah, this thing I think will be up there for quite some time, which is good because once everything settles down, Tanner and I were kind of just brushing on it or talking about a little bit the other day. You got 3 different options on build on this thing, right? So you got Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3.
Yep. Which one are you going to go with?
I'm going to do one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to, in the future, see what I did there? I will get another one and I'll do 2, 3 consecutive.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 3, especially the mod. The white wall tires look terrible on it. And the thing that you have to put on the hood. I saw somebody else do it, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. You got to take some stuff apart to do it. Now, I'll throw that aside. I might convert it to the 2 version. I'll probably only buy one just because I don't, maybe eventually I'll get another one. We'll see.
I want to do. It's my plan to do that. I need to do the clock tower scene.
For sure.
You could do a whole bunch of facades up the side, and then just do a really nice clock tower.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
No.
And Eric, you already started building yours on TikTok yesterday, right?
I did, sir. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing Back to the Future, and then eventually I'll switch it out to Back to the Future 2 because I just love that one. There's way more detail going on in the second one.
So Eric will be back on TikTok on Wednesday night to hopefully finish up the DeLorean. So he'll get a little further at least. So
that's the
goal. What time do you start that one, Eric?
Usually 9 p.m. Eastern. I like to try to get them sooner, but craziness sometimes on those days. So
absolutely.
We'll see. Not sure I saw the third movie. Yeah, the third movie's okay. It's not bad by any means, but it's not my favorite. And PBJ said he bought the minifigures to have with the set, but that was before they announced the figures are included. Well, I mean, who would have thought, right? They didn't include them with the Ecto one. They didn't include them. I guess the Ecto one's the only other pop culture one they didn't include them with, but
But there was a leak, maybe 2 weeks before it came out that indicated there was going to be no minifigures with it. So obviously it was wrong, but I was the same way. I didn't think there was going to be minifigures with it.
Absolutely. I think, who was it? Wendy earlier? Was it Wendy? Oh, no. Elizabeth said she built Wolverine today. Elizabeth, I picked up the Wolverine mech as well. I got it from Kohl's earlier in the week. I haven't built it yet, but I wanted that minifigure. That's the only one I picked up. I really want more X-Men minifigures to come out.
Same here. That's a theme I want them to start pushing, and hopefully with them getting into the MCU, that will then start pushing more X-Men stuff to come out.
Absolutely.
And with the new, reinvigorating the '90s
TV
cartoon, right? So
sure.
Hopefully that will bring some stuff. It would be nice. 100%.
Detail says the third one in the Wild West. Yes, sir. That was it. 1885. And then Oldendorf says, any of you going to pick up the new Lego Star Wars game? I think I know Eric is. I think all of us are. Yeah.
And I think we're all, well, at least Tanner and I are probably going to have an issue when we get it. Because I'm getting scared that there's going to be no Luke minifigure with it. So
I've already been told no.
Seriously?
Yeah. So because I got you guys went Best Buy because you went with the cases.
Yep.
And I went
GameStop.
GameStop now. It used to be EB Games, but now it's GameStop here as well. And it said it did originally say, and Eric has the screenshot of it, that they were coming with the Luke Skywalkers as well. I asked the guy in the store the other day, he goes, no, because the GameStop one is coming with Poe Dameron's X-Wing.
Should be both.
Like a poly bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and I said, so is it coming with the minifigure too? And he's like, nope.
That's crap. Because even they have them on the Lego website right now.
Yeah.
And they say they come with a minifigure as well.
Yeah.
But I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed if there's no blue milk Luke.
Right.
Yeah. Brendan O, are you building the cat? You must be building the cat.
I think he is.
Yeah. I am jealous of that. I do want that one in the worst way, but
all right, well, I'm going to crack this open. Eric, which one are you going to do?
I was going to leave it up to the chat. If Seinfeld or Medieval Blacksmith, I kind of chose one that has this one has, about 500 less, but sets that I had in my backlog that were around the same amount of parts as the DeLorean. I always say that the thumb tabs don't bother me on sets. I think this was Back to the Future was the first box where it annoyed me that there were thumb tabs on it. So I'm being converted.
Well, the last Creator Expert did too. The Porsche Targa had thumb tabs too.
Yep.
Oldendorf says blacksmith. Todd says blacksmith. Jane Doe says blacksmith.
Hey, Jane Doe.
I think we know what you're going with. Seinfeld, it isn't.
He's going with a Seinfeld.
And April Fools to you guys.
So we got a lot to talk about tonight. We've got obviously some new release stuff. We got some new stuff coming later in the month. All the dioramas. We've got Kevin and I will talk a little bit about the old hockey contest last night, which was a nail biter between the Blues and the Oilers. We can talk about upcoming convention, all kinds of stuff to talk about. Some projects in work.
Yeah, are you going to talk about some projects in work?
I think so.
Ooh. I can't believe you're gonna expose the life-size bust of Easy Craftsman.
Well, I mean, everyone should see it. Not that people haven't already.
At least once.
I only give what the people want.
These figures are great, actually.
Yes, they are.
Oh, his hairpiece is phenomenal. There's the first figure. Oops.
Now, does it look like there's more of a definitive separation between his hair and the head of the minifigure?
Yeah. Like he's got
I don't know if it's just because it's that style you see it more, but it seems like it sits up a little high.
No, I think it's accurate because he had such a big forehead.
That's true. It's the modification. They made the minifig stud a little taller on Doc.
Yes. Great Scott. Marty's pants. Marty's pants are pretty cool. He got his Nike tie-up shoes there. Oh, they even did side print on the shoes, eh? What's that about?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Oh yeah, Todd says Moon Knight. Kevin, have you watched Moon Knight yet?
I tried to today. I was having a little bit of problem with my Plex, so I'll be watching it tonight.
Cam Guy asked, does Doc Brown have a double face print?
Yes. He's got his face, and then on the backside, he's got his glasses.
Okay, so this is nice. Thankfully, they gave me 2 flux capacitor stickers because one is mangled. Absolutely.
Wow, that was very nice of them.
Mangled.
What else will do?
But they gave me 2.
Wow. What are you going to do with the second one?
I'm going to throw it in the bin because it's mangled. It's terrible. Like, seriously, look at this. Completely bent.
You gotta. That can be an Easter egg in the city somewhere. Attach it to some window piece.
That's crazy. Did you get 2 stickers in there?
No, I got one.
I got one. The name plaque one actually has almost like somebody put a piece of thread underneath it, and it kind of bubbled around that area. Kind of strange.
I hate stickers so much. Yeah. Well, at least they put 2 in. That's I don't think I've ever seen a double sticker come in.
No, that's a good catch.
It's a great catch. Yeah, Elizabeth says my favorite, the blacksmith shop. Yeah, it is a very good build. Almost forget how good it was because it seems like it was so long ago, but it really wasn't.
Oh, so something else happened this week. Boone Langston, he's a finalist for season 1 of the U.S. version of Lego Masters, announced that he has gotten a job with Lego. He is going to be a senior designer. He is moving his family to Denmark in July. So that's awesome. Boone's a great guy. I always knew that he could do something like that, and he's going to work for Lego. So it'll be exciting to see what his first set he designs is going to be.
Man, imagine that, packing up and moving to Denmark.
I know. What'll be interesting is, he's got a set on Lego ideas for voting right now. Does he have to take that down now that he's an employee? I bet he does.
I don't know. I didn't actually hear that. Yeah, that's the first time I heard it. So that's good. That's good for him. One of my all-time favorite competitors on that whole show.
Yeah, and just a good guy too.
Yeah, he's a great guy, but he made that show what it was really because he was a big part of just watching that whole season. Like he was favorite character, favorite, just body on the show.
Absolutely.
Great. Yeah. See, I don't remember him a lot. I waited for Terry Crews, and then when he left, I stopped watching the show.
You would.
Just want to see those pecs dance.
Yeah, you would.
Todd says, and Lego saves the McLaren when they give Tanner an extra sticker. Yep. That they did. Brian Jorgensen's here. Hello, Brian. Nice to see
Brian.
you.
Hello.
And Wendy says, not a football fan as in soccer, but in the last week, Canada made the World Cup first time in 40 years.
Well, Miss She Trooper there is a big soccer fan. And she was very excited to see the grouping and stuff they got. She's very happy.
Harley's here. Hello, Pieces and Bricks.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
He's probably at work right now.
PBJ's got a great suggestion. He says, use the extra sticker to add a flux capacitor to your taxi. That is a fantastic idea.
I could put it in my taxi because my taxi's mangled.
Your taxi's a handicap.
Handicap.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
It's true.
He worked incredibly hard on that.
He's not calling me the handicap. He's calling my taxi.
Oh, all right then. Never mind.
But I'm glad that's how you see how that went down. Oh, Harley's home and sick. Home and sick. Oh no, that's not good.
That's no good.
I'm sick of working too. Eric, did you get this whole thing built in one stream or no?
Yeah.
So that's a no.
A giant no. I keep getting it confused and thinking that it's an idea set and not creator expert, because I keep thinking about, and even the set that came out wasn't even ideas. It was right. Was it still Cusco at the time, or Cusco? However it's pronounced?
Yeah.
So I keep thinking of this set as an ideas set. So we were talking last night about how long this would reign, and could this be available, like be the longest ideas set out there. And then sometime this afternoon I realized, wow, I kept saying that and it's not even
I didn't even pick up on that either. I did not even think about that.
It's like, holy cow. But we found out some interesting things, right? Like we were talking about, because usually they're a shorter shelf life, but there are some idea sets that have been around for quite a while.
Yeah, the Treehouse is 2 years, 8 months, and it's still technically not retired yet. I don't think it's in any Lego stores. I haven't seen it in my store for a while, but you can still get it on Amazon for retail price. But yeah, 2 years, 8 months for the Treehouse. And there were a couple that were 2 years, 7 months when I was looking it up yesterday. There was the Minecraft one was like 2 years, 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. I wonder how well those ones sell. Like, there's a lot of kids in that Minecraft, so it's
absolutely.
Like...
Yeah, but that's shocking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oldendorf says, Eric, I got 5 blacksmith sets. 4 of them are for alt builds, so you might need more blacksmith sets.
Nice.
Or just build like a monster blacksmith set.
I haven't even thought about looking at what alt builds are possible for this.
There's some really good. There's one designer that's done 5 alternate builds for it.
Oh, wow.
Really?
He did a windmill. He did, which I know Jane Doe did the windmill.
Yeah, Aspen did the windmill, right? I remember that one.
That was an alternate to the.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and the same guy did like a medieval market. He did a dragon attack one. They're really nice. All 5 of them are.
Oh,
I forgot the guy's name.
They call him
Medieval Man.
Medieval Man from
seriously.
Medieval Man.
He knows what's up.
I got my kids one of those dot boards, the big one that you can do the lettering on, the new one.
Yeah, the one that Matthew keeps sending me pictures of him spelling out farts.
So that was like double points a couple of weeks ago. So I picked one up when I can't remember. I think I was there for that Iron Man thing, which I don't know if people saw that. I'll get that out and show it because it's pretty cool. But I got it for the kids, and they're, putting kind of random stuff on it. Well, my middle son, he likes to say "get wrecked" for everything. He says "get wrecked" all the time. So today I spelled out "get wrecked" on there when they were all upstairs. And they're all blaming each other for putting it on there, apparently. Hilarious. Here, I'm going to grab that Iron Man because it's cool. So this is the
did you fall asleep on the keyboard, or
no? That's the designer for the 5 alt builds.
Okay, sweet. I thought you just fell asleep on the keyboard.
So this guy is everybody saw the buildable one. I think it came out January 1st. It was terrible.
It's a piece of crap, yeah.
But this guy Ransom Fern on Rebreakable, you can find him there, and he built this. He's also got a video of himself building it. So if you want to be cheap and not fork out the $4 to get the instructions, which his instructions were fantastic, by the way, really good, then you can just watch his YouTube video and he just builds it. You can build along with it, but pretty high quality instructions. Like, look at this thing on the backside. It looks really good from behind as well.
DCL so that's what Tanner's just explaining. That is the alt build for the piece of crap Iron Man mech that came out.
Yeah, so this is just the bust, the Mark 43 bust. And then he also put, like, if you look here, there's a little button here, and you can activate the light brick inside and keep it on all the time. Can't really see it because
No, yeah, you can see it.
there you go.
There it is. Can you make the power sounds, please?
So pretty cool. Like I was not even gonna touch that the Iron Man that
Yep.
set, wasn't gonna touch it, and then I saw this and said, "Oh, that looks good. That'll be a good looking display with all the rest of them." The head's kind of wonky still. Like I still kind of hate the way they did this head, but other than that, it's a way better than the original.
You should put a minifigure's head on it.
I should.
And then it'll look like his head got shrunk by Beetlejuice. Right there. Yeah. See what I did?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I'm not saying it 3 times.
Do it.
Because if you say it 2 times, minifigure Beetlejuice comes. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Yeah.
Buddy 1623 is currently building the medieval blacksmith as well.
Awesome.
Fantastic. How far along?
9 months, but it should be out any day now. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
Oh man! Congratulations, Sheet Trooper.
I'm a catch. Oh, no. I hope she's already asleep.
It is late over here.
It is late over there, yeah.
She's even further. Like their time zone is even further out, right? Nova Scotia.
Yeah, she's
Are they an
2
hour
hours.
ahead? Yeah, I think they are an hour ahead of
She's
me. Yeah.
Halifax right now,
Yep.
and she's 3 hours ahead. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, it's not brag or nothing.
No,
Jeez.
she's still here.
Well, hello. Yeah, she's far enough away that I can't really walk there.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Not with
I
that
mean,
attitude.
come on, man.
Yeah,
Put a little hop in your step.
I feel so bad for her right now. She literally has to quarantine. So they can't come out of the rooms. They can come out of the rooms, I think, 4 times a day. So that's for each meal.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going to ask if she can run outside because she's at the naval base in Halifax. So, oh, hey, Cosmo, how you doing? So yeah, she's like, I don't know, it'd be pretty like, and you're by yourself. You're just literally quarantining in your room, staring at a wall. They give you homework and stuff to do, but
and you go out there and she doesn't really know anybody, right?
yeah, well, you won't even when she gets out of that, it's you're literally going in a group. I can't. She told me how many there was. I think 9 women in there, and then she can. That the 4th thing she can do is throw the garbage out. That's it.
Oh,
so they give you a room. You have a shower. You have a little TV in there, but it's like crappy programming and.
So it's like building with buds.
Yeah. I mean, they just play this on repeat all day long. It's like, yeah, it's just torture. Not wrong.
Hey, Abe's here.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
So-
58 people and 9 of them are female.
yeah.
Yikes. So I got a funny Cosmo candy story. So Cosmo was waiting in line on Friday for the DeLorean as well. And she got there first in line. And apparently there's the dude standing in line by her wanted to try and mansplain to her what retired Lego was.
Oh, good.
Right?
Good.
And I told her, I was like, you should have said, yeah, I really didn't know. That's why I'm first in line on a release day. I hope the dots don't sell out.
Okay, I made that joke one time. And I said to the girl at the counter, she's like, "What are you here for?" And it was like a major release day. And I said, I wanted like a dot set and a friend set. So I walk up to the till and she goes, Kevin, I have your sets here. And I look over and there's a dot set. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, no, I was kidding. I'm clearly here for this stuff. I've been in line for 3 hours. I don't want a dot in a front set. I thought it was weird, she says.
Wait, so you didn't leave with them?
No.
Oh.
I felt bad. I probably should have bought that crap.
You should have.
Okay, so let's do some reading here. So it says 3 vehicles were purchased for the first movie. They were known as the A, B, and C cars.
There you go.
Right. There we go. A little tidbit of
Logical.
information for you.
What was the line from the movie? He's like, you turned a time machine, or you made a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Yep.
And then what did Doc say? Well, if you're going to do it, you should do it in style or something like that.
Yeah. One of the world's shittiest cars.
Oh, yes, it was.
Such a scammer. Did you ever watch the it was on the no, it was a documentary. I think it was on Netflix about the DeLorean, like the DeLorean, the creator of the car and stuff like that. And he was just a little scammer.
Sneaky 2X.
Yeah, got me. I had to go back. Had to go back.
It's tiny too, and it's like right in the crease.
Yeah, I think they should get rid of the whole hey hurrah you just finished bag 2 kind of thing with the cheerleader, running across the page, and like maybe increase the size of the 2X.
I think that's
Wait a minute, you're already on the bag 2?
Me?
No. No, it's just it's to the future.
What part got you? Those things on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got me too. I picked up on it when I was building the last 2.
Yeah, it got me too.
Well. Go ahead, Eric.
Don't worry, it got me too. It gets the best of us. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Abe said, hey, I don't understand Lego sometimes. Remember that email I told you and the others about the set coming in July? Well, I finally got the set the other day. Yeah, that's weird. So Abe ordered the one of the either the Rebel Trooper packs or the clone. I think it was the clone pack. And Lego told him it was back order. And then they told him it was coming. And then they told him again it wasn't coming until July. And now he's got it. It's weird. The same thing happened. I ordered the Titanic for double points. And it was, we'll ship in June.
Does yours come with the cat minifigure?
It did not. It did not, unfortunately. So it said it was going to ship in June, and then I got an email that said it was going to ship in April, and then I got it on Thursday. Did I say Thursday I got it? So,
yeah.
Last day of March, actually. I have not started.
Was it Friday you got it?
Did I get it Friday?
Friday, because you sent us pictures, Mike. Because it was Friday.
No, it was Thursday. I got it Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I was telling Sarah about it because I was telling her, I said, I was bugging Tanner about the diaper on his doorbell cam.
Well, I thought it was weird. There was all that like green stuff next to your driveway, and I wasn't sure what that was. I haven't seen anything like that in a while. It's really strange.
Artificial turf.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That makes more sense.
Those fancier neighborhoods can afford that fake grass. I love that stuff. Snow just melts. You're driving through a neighborhood and you're like brown, and then this person's got just an immaculate. It's like, wow. He must have been out 2 months ago.
Not even mad.
Not even mad.
So Oldendorf, sorry, PBJ said at that price it should be awesome. May have leaked in the Back to the Future Time Machine video. I think he's talking about the new 90th anniversary castle set.
Oh.
And Oldendorf said, "Do we want a Speed Champion version of the DeLorean?"
Sure.
Yeah, I what the rumors are, they're making like a Speed Champion version of Dom's Charger with a Dom minifigure, and they're doing
You have to use the short legs.
They're doing a Aston Martin DB5 with a Bond minifigure, allegedly.
Be better if they used Austin Powers.
It would be.
Mm.
Absolutely.
With a little Mini Cooper.
Yep. Yeah, baby.
Did you say a Winnie Cooper?
Yes, a Winnie
Yep.
Cooper.
Yeah.
A little
Why
bit
do
of
you
Wolverine
guys
as
know them as something different?
Love that
Nope.
show.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either.
But what is
I'm perplexed.
you're something?
What does everybody think of the 3 dioramas that got revealed?
I think one looks like diarrhea and the other 2 are really nice.
Which one don't you like?
Trash compactor.
Really?
Yeah.
It's grown on me.
It functions too.
The minifigures look awesome, and you get 6 minifigures with it. So I guess that's the justification of the high price tag. I agree, it looks kind of plain, but what I like about it is they all the trash is connected. It's not just randomly thrown in there. And
Yeah.
so when you push the walls together, it closes in, and you don't have to worry about dumping it and all the extra parts falling out of there. I thought that was pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that 3PO that's in there with all the leg printing and the arm printing,
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be good.
How much? What was the price on it?
It's 80 or 90.
Yeah, it's
So-
the most expensive of the 3.
Canadian, it'll be like 200.
340.
It's still a deal.
And I love the Dagobah one.
Yep, me
Right.
too.
Watch
All
your
the-
mouth, man.
All right.
Jeez. God.
All the pictures I've seen of it it's bowing, it's curving up at the edge of it. I guess because there's so much
Oh.
plate stacked and it's so
Mhm.
long. It's like those skyline architecture sets, and every picture, like you look at even Lego's official pictures and all the people that have gotten an early release of it, you look and it's just coming off the table a sliver.
Wow.
So I'm kind of excited for the trench run, because I want to take that trench run and then just upscale that into my table.
D-Cell said he thinks it's a turret set with a few advent calendar builds. Awful, especially for the price. Yeah, I didn't like it the most, but I think that's going to be one you're going to see in person and see all the detail and the greebling, and you're going to love it.
Yeah.
I think.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, it'll probably be pretty schwanky.
And the builds at least are better than that crappy trench run they did. That was the May 4th promo a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That one was terrible.
Was it?
Awful. Yeah. The little
It was not
A-wing that they
fantastic.
put in there was just garbage. The TIE Interceptor was decent, but the A-wing was just bad.
Do you have yours down there?
Yeah.
Got mine up here too somewhere.
Do you?
Oh, all mine are sitting over here.
Yeah. Look at the A-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just trash. And I hate how they do these grill. I hate it when they make trash cans like this too, because the grills always get wonked up with the
Yep.
grills on the single stud snot brick. I was not impressed with this one at all.
Mhm.
Although it does have the year on the tile, on the printed tile.
Yeah.
All right, I hear you. Yeah, that doesn't not very appealing. That's for sure.
Not when you know they can do so much better, right?
Right, they have plenty of proof.
Yep. Rock Alexa.
I'm excited for that. I wanted to get, and it didn't come out yet, but the new Iron Man mech. I don't really care. Just because I like the gold of the figure. I don't care for the new helmet style, but it's more gold. It's all like
the Iron Man mech, like the one Tanner did the
Wolverine one.
Yeah.
Wolverine, you mean?
Yep.
No, there's an Iron Man one that came out the same time.
Oh, okay.
Got like a gold minifigure. It's really nice looking.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I mean, they still use the new style helmet, which is not very appealing. I'm assuming maybe because a lot of people would lose the front portion of the other helmet, right?
Yeah, or swallow it.
But you always get it back, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Might be a little scratched when it's done, but
I don't need glass too, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the rocks.
DCL said, I'm inspired by the Greebling. I want to build a stand like that for his, he did the TIE Advanced from Jarek, who's, what is that, Brick Vault, I think? Brick Vault TIE Advanced.
Very cool.
Oldendorf said, so what I understand is Eric is Marty due to the hat. Kevin is Doc due to knowledge. So what am I?
Einstein.
You're fine.
It must be. I guess I am.
You're Einstein.
I'll take it. It's a smart dog.
Actually, you'd probably be Marty's dad. Actually, 100%. You're
Marty's George dad. McFly? All right. Okay.
Well, listen, Biff. Listen.
Now listen here, butthead.
Well, you're not Biff.
Oh, I'm Biff.
No, you are not Biff.
I'm Biff. She Trooper says I'm the mom. All right, then. For you guys, all of you.
Man.
See how it is, Oldendorf. I see how it is.
You set him up, Oldendorf. We'll knock him down.
So I know all those references to the characters.
Yes. Yeah.
But there might be people here that don't.
If you don't know this, I'm coming. I'm going to literally, there's going to be a ding dong, and I'm going to smack that hat off your head. I'm going to Will Smith the hell out of your face.
Oh my God, man. Too soon. Too soon. Why? What did Will Smith do?
Amy
He
Schumer
just won an Oscar. Okay.
Did something happen out here? The air is different. Did something go on out here?
It's getting out of the Spider-Man costume.
Oh, she's great. Oh.
So I started watching, not a new series. I don't remember exactly when it ended, but started watching The Punisher.
Oh, so good.
And I'm up to, I think, the 9th episode, or maybe in the middle of the 8th.
Did you start at 7 as well?
I did. That was a good one. I would tell people to skip to the 7th. It was really good.
How many are in it? I forget. Because the last 2 episodes are bangers, man.
Really?
They are bangers. I can't remember how many were in it.
I thought there was only 8, but I think maybe there's 12.
Okay.
Or a little bit more than that. But yeah, the first 3 episodes, man, it just is so good. I wish I watched it when it first was out. And, so far the first season, it makes you want a lot more Punisher episodes. So, but I know you were saying the second season isn't as good.
Yeah, it slows down a bit. It's still good. It's just
still good, yeah.
But really, really, really good.
I'm telling you, man, the last, I think it's either 2 or 3 episodes are just absolute bangers. They are great.
Mm-hmm. He's a great Punisher.
He really is. Yeah, I hope he makes it over to the MCU.
He better.
Jindo says there's 13 episodes.
Okay.
So here's a question, Eric, because you built this already.
Yeah.
When, you've gone past this part, but when you put the yellow bricks on the bottom, because those bars on the bottom, that red bar is to flip the wheels. If you're doing that, is that just so that you pop those out would be a lockout?
Yes.
It actually, yeah. So then eventually you'll take those out and you'll install them on the top. So they'll actually no longer be on the bottom.
Okay.
Later on. So I'm assuming they did that because to stop people from opening it too much before you finish the entire front and back of the car.
I see.
But yeah, at some point later on in the build, you remove them and then install them on the top, I think in the back of the car, and then eventually they'll get covered over and you never see them again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think it's clearly just a stop for right now to stop using the mechanism. But
I was thinking that they did that, and then you just hold it in there, and or if you're doing like the car one or 3.
Yep. No, you guys, when you're done with that mechanism, you're gonna be astonished. It works incredibly well. Is really simple. Doesn't require a whole lot of force to do it, and it's just solid. Like it's put together incredibly well. Like I could never be a designer doing Technic. There's just no way I could figure that out.
No, with that attitude, you won't.
No, with that attitude.
I'm just a realist.
You're a realtor?
Well, in a past life. That's how I amassed my fortune. Look at the wall that doesn't have drywall. Look at it. It's beautiful.
So DCL said, did you see the YouTube video where they gave Will Smith a lightsaber? Will Smith. No, I did not. There's some pretty good memes, though. Some of the memes are pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one I sent you guys of the guy doing the Fresh Prince like rap, but he's
yes, that's good.
This is what happens when you talk about wifey's hair.
It's not a meme for the, of Will Smith, but it works perfectly. And the only thing I kept thinking about was Rick James and what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yep.
Slap.
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, he screwed himself up bad on that one.
Abe said he posted a pic of the Punisher figure he pre-ordered. Abe, did you get that from Minifig Co. or somewhere else?
Abe got a Punisher minifig, you said?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask, I don't care if it's not going to reveal anything or ruin anything. Does he eventually put the Punisher logo back on him in season 1? Okay.
Yes.
Because I have been asking him to do it constantly so far, and he hasn't yet.
Yes, he does.
Because at the first episode, right, you see him actually. I don't want to read Olendahl's.
I want to read Olendahl.
I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm gonna filibuster to the end of the stream.
Star Wars. Eric equals Grogu. Kev is Ben Kenobi, and Tanjam is Mace Windu.
Here, hold on a second.
I'll take it.
Oh, the chair didn't lower as far as I thought it was gonna. It just lowered like 1/4 of an inch. I was gonna try to drop it to the ground.
Okay, so Todd says if you had a choice between the DeLorean or the Technic F1 McLaren,
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, Kevin, you're about to build them both, so.
Well, for me personally, it would like Back to the Future is one of my all-time favorite movies, but F1 is one of my favorite sports, and I don't even.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to figure out. Good
night, Sheet Trooper.
Good night, Sheet Trooper.
Have a good night.
Talk to you in a bit.
I think it's tough because they're just two completely different things, right? You're going Technic versus primarily brick built. You know, I mean, you get a little Technic with the Creator Expert cars, but it's two completely different animals.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing why I'm having a hard time, just kind of thinking about it, or if you're to put all of weigh in on everything that's happening. So the Technic car is a little bit of a controversy because of the banding and the badging and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first cars that came out, you won't see those anymore.
Collector's items.
Yeah. So, if you had your chance to grab one, I would. I would grab it for sure because this would be around for a long time. But if they're both just whatever sets on the shelf and I had to pick one, it would probably lean towards the DeLorean.
Okay.
Just for the ability to build the two cars, because I don't like I said, the third car's a piece of shit. I don't like it. But the two cars, just to have those two different builds, and if you really want to, you can mix it up and change it up and do all that sort of stuff. I think it would be better to have that set. That would be my answer.
DCL says, at my old job, they called me Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's pretty good. Abe says, not the minifig company. He said, check the server. Will do, Abe. We'll check it out after the stream. One of the things in here, Kev, you didn't read it. It says, in early drafts, the time machine was built out of a refrigerator, but in pre-production, director Robert Zemeckis came up with the idea to change it to a car.
Nice.
I think they said that in the
Movies That Made Us.
Movies That Made Us. So
Yeah.
another plug for that if you haven't seen it yet. Movies That Made Us on Netflix. It's excellent.
What the heck did I miss here?
What did I miss?
Wait, hold on. The time machine was going to be a refrigerator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
You
it's
gotta
hard to
watch
say.
that. You gotta watch that Movies That Made Us.
Yeah.
Hey, Destro. That movie that made us, Eric, is like, it's crazy some of the stuff you learn about this movie, and well, all the movies that are in there.
Well,
Like some of these movies almost never made it.
that one was going to be like the head of the production company he wanted the movie to be called Spacemen from Mars. Like it was almost this is what it's going to be called. And I guess the director went in and was like, oh, that's hilarious. Like he played it off like it was a joke, even though the guy was dead serious about it. And so he finally got him off of that kick. Like,
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, then wasn't it this one that lost the funding too? But then the guy went to a different studio.
Yep. I think so.
All right. I got to write it down. My book of secrets.
Why is
I only had a pen.
DCL says, I'm on the fence to get an extra Porsche for the Mox, but I suspect they will release an extra color soon. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, they can always do that now that they've done that with the Fiat. So do you want a white one or do you want a different one? The only thing is, like, if you're going to build a Mach out of that Porsche, you're going to build the Countach because that's definitely the best Mach that there is. And you might as well do it in white since they did the Speed Champions car in white.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Joseph's here. Welcome, Joseph. He says, I came here to get the story of the number 7.
Hey, Joseph. So, Tanner loves 7. His favorite number.
Eric can't count to 7.
So that's what makes it unique.
I honestly don't know what the hell I've done wrong here.
So the story is I want to watch Clone Wars, and Tanner said to just skip right to season 7 because it's
how dare you? How dare you? That's blasphemy.
Let's go to the tape, Kev.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the tape.
No comprende.
Well, that's how I remember it.
Son of a.
What step are you on?
I just got to the great step where they've got the graphic of the guy dumping out the bag. That's new.
You're on 2, yeah.
Make sure you shake it that way too.
Well,
all the parts don't come out.
All right, what are you saying, Kev?
Well, just flip quick to 29.
Okay.
So you see the white piece and that gray piece. They see the highlighted gray pieces.
Yep.
They show that thing as being level, right? Is that how you see it?
Yeah.
It's definitely not. And I
It might
can't
just be
find.
behind it.
What's that?
The lower pieces should be level with the little 1x1 snot bricks. Those are definitely level.
Where? Yes, those are level down there.
Okay, but you're not level with the white piece.
Yeah, the white piece and the gray piece are off.
Did you
I
forget?
can see all the pieces in there. You can see it goes very bottom is black, then it
Here,
has
let me
those
go-
angled Technic pieces, then white, then tan, then the Technic brick hole.
Let me build it up real quick, and I'll let you know. Let you know if you effed it up.
Man, I have this up.
Well, good. That will give
You
you
know what I
time to
did?
go to the tape.
Figured it out. So
Yeah, it's level. You effed it up.
that's level. I know what I did.
You left the 2x2s out, didn't you?
No, this big plate that goes on the top that's
Oh,
all
you
white.
left-
and
you
then
left
just gotta
that
put
guy
that
out.
on. His levels are right out.
Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see.
Nothing to see
He's
here.
been doing this all his life.
Yana, please turn off Kev's camera now.
All right, so
Oh,
new color of these little 2/3 bricks.
yeah, the little tannies.
Yeah,
Tanny
just in
and
time.
Just in time for what?
The Sonic the Hedgehog set.
Right.
Oh yes.
Sons of.
Those pieces would have been perfect. for
I'm glad
Sonic.
Matt's not on tonight, or I'd be giving him hell. First about these thumb tabs, and then about these 2x2/3 bricks.
I don't know what he was doing. I asked him to come on tonight, but he's like, found out you guys pay Eric to be on there, and I don't get any money, so you guys can screw your hats.
Hey, man, life isn't fair, okay?
Yeah, everything doesn't always come up, Matt.
Yeah. Get yourself a better agent.
There's you got Martin in the house tonight. Brick Snaps is here. Welcome, buddy. He said popping in while building and lurking.
What's that?
Brick Snaps. He's
Popping
lurking
on
while
this-
he's building.
Well, welcome to the
Hello.
Lurk Fest.
What Martin, what are you working on? Are you still working on the Mary Poppins house or something different?
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
We got Yo in the house. Yo says, hey, it's been a while. Currently 3/4 of the way building R2-D2. Made a few
Nice.
mistakes, but so far it's been pretty good.
Good one.
It's a good one.
It is
With
a
the
good
rumor
set.
of both Disney and Lucas planning to retcon the Star Wars sequels. Once it happens, it says like Darth Jar Jar Binks. Huh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Man.
been a rumor that's been going around for a while that Jar Jar is a Sith.
Really?
I'm not buying it.
That would make sense.
The detail says, okay, Bricksnap says building. Oh, yeah, he's working on the Seven Dwarfs house. Yeah, so forget that Lego didn't want to put out a version. Martin's working on his own, and I'm sure it's going to be even more epic than Lego's version. So
Awesome sauce.
excellent. Hopefully that one will be ready for the convention in St. Louis when you come here. That would be great.
I can't wait to see it.
Now I'm considering signing up to display here as well. We'll see how it goes in Chicago. But
No, you should definitely.
I think you should. That art that you did of the Smurfs is phenomenal.
thank you.
With Jar Jar, he's
Oh.
blocking your attacks, Tanner. There's
Speaking of
nothing you
devil. Speak of the devil, look who just popped in here.
Matthew,
can do.
welcome, buddy. Detail said, it kind of disappoints me. Every new creator car set lately has new parts to realize the shapes. Does it disappoint you though? Because I'm okay with it. I don't mind it, and it gets better. It makes a more realistic vehicle, and then we get those parts to use in other sets later.
Oldendorf, Tanner, you're a new head of Star Wars. What one change do you want the whole Star Wars?
I want them to remake film 7 through 9, but let Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau do it.
That's pretty
Why?
good.
What was wrong with 7 through 9?
Well, if I have to tell you, then you probably didn't watch them.
I'm planning to get around to it.
Still stuck on 7. Remember we said he can't count there?
Mm-hmm. And they do it in Roman numerals. Like, come on, making it even worse. I don't know what 1V is. That's what you get when you go to the hospital.
My brother sent me, I think it was my brother sent me a meme today, and it was it said, "Why are they episodes 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3?" And then it's got a picture of Yoda, and it says "Wrote them, I did," or something like that.
Oh God! Go to the hospital.
Matthew says, "What's Eric pretending to build?"
This is the saloon in Back to the Future 3. So I'm excited about it. It's an alt build for the blacksmith shop.
The saloon is?
Yep.
Spreading rumors now.
Spreading rumors. It's what I do.
It's what I do. It's how I do.
That's right. Call me, I don't know.
Angel?
Rumor mill Nancy. No, the 10 read it. Speaking of 49th parcel, I heard. What's that?
She said, speaking of the 49th parallel, I heard it took over 4 hours to cross by land at Coots yesterday with new rules.
Huh. Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but Kevin, for those of us those that might not know what that means.
Coots is just the border crossing, so they opened it up, I guess, there, and of course everybody's back and forth and now, and just it's a gong show. It's funny how you see like all the regulations and stuff come off, and all of a sudden people are like just not having anything anymore. Everybody's just gone. Like it's spring break here, and people are all crossing the border, and that's like everybody wants just to travel.
Yep. That's how it was here. You know, the minute you could start really getting out and do stuff, it just taking advantage of it.
Zippers.
So, Kev, you haven't watched Moon Knight yet.
No, I will do it tonight for sure.
Won't spoil anything, but for those of you that did watch it, what did everybody think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you confused?
I mean, you can spoil whatever you want. I'll be confused.
There's not much to spoil. There really is. But I liked it a lot. I like Oscar Isaac. I like the guy who plays the Moon Knight. And it had some humor. It had some action. It had some intrigue. And yeah, Rick and Brood's saying it right now, but it leaves you wanting the next episode, which in my mind is a sign of a good show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here. I don't know much about the character. I actually don't know anything really about the character. And I enjoyed it. Intrigue was the right word. It left me excited to watch a second episode. and to kind of find out more of what's going on with the character and everything that happens with it. So
What
I
kind of
enjoyed it.
got me into Moon Knight, it's kind of funny actually. I was collecting these cards. It was Marvel Beginnings, they were called. And they in these cards you'd get a sketch card, like one per case or whatever, one per box.
Mhm.
And the sketch cards were really cool. They were like all these artists that draw for all these comic books were sent a whole bunch of these sketch cards, and they'd take however many of them. They draw a character on this one little sketch card that came in the pack, and that came in your box. So, like, I got one of the ones I got was actually Lee, like Jim Lee from Batman there and stuff. So he had done a Joker up. I got one of those in a box, and then there was a whole bunch of other stuff. But one of the other ones, or that was in the Batman stuff. But one of the other ones I got was a Moon Knight one. I can't remember who drew it, but the drawing of it was just killer. Like, it was so neat. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't even know who the hell Moon Knight is.
Yeah.
So I actually went and bought a couple of books and read a little bit of it. It was good. I liked it.
So in the comics, the guy who is Moon Knight was like this millionaire, and then Moon Knight was his alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed it up in the show. And I think they did it because they don't want the whole Bruce Wayne persona, right? They
Yes. Yeah.
He was kind of like the Marvel Batman
Yeah.
in the comics. So, but I think what they've done so far is working.
Yeah.
Brick Jedi's here. Ahoy, hoy. Hello.
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 Well, I don't think I could see Poe Dameron as being a millionaire. I just couldn't believe it. So,
Yeah.
glad they made that change.
Ondorf said couldn't watch Moon Knight or any Netflix Marvel as my Disney Plus lockup. Yeah, they made a log or to re-log in because they changed in our region. They finally changed the parental controls. I think they did it in several places since they transported the Netflix shows over. And
because it was supposed to come out on Netflix, wasn't it? Like, is that what's
which one?
Moon Knight. So
no, it's always been Disney Plus, but they put all
weird.
Go ahead, sorry.
Well, I'd asked my Google, right? Asked Google what is Moon Knight playing on. It came up with Netflix.
Mm.
So then when I went to Netflix, I'm like, what the heck? It's not here. Thought it was kind of weird, but yeah, Disney Plus. So I got my buddy to put it up on Plex for me because I don't have Disney Plus. So I will watch it tonight. I was gonna watch it this afternoon, but then I got a phone call there with Miss Sarah, so did that instead.
Abe set it up for the night. See you later, Abe.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Abe. Also, there was some stuff with Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
There's a first look, which looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something else aside from that first look trailer?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Nah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. I thought somebody else might have posted that there was some additional news that came out. I kind of was hoping you knew.
No, if there might be, I haven't heard that. I'm still waiting for the Thor trailer because should be out any time now, and it still hasn't come out yet.
I think what Kev was going to say is what I was doing is I was fishing.
Yeah, fishing. They did release another because we haven't had enough Top Gun.
Oh
trailer.
man, epic!
I am so ready for that damn movie to come out.
It looks absolute like even the newest trailer, all the footage that they put of the flying just blows the first movie out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it like the first movie was
great.
It was 3/4 a sappy love story and 1/4 fighter pilot stuff. And this movie looks like
1/8 volleyball players.
Yeah, 1/8 homoerotic volleyball. Did you see did Andrew send you the Quentin Tarantino rant on Top Gun?
don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
Oh, you need to go look up Quentin Tarantino Top Gun. He goes on this rant about how it's not actually about fighter pilots. It's hilarious.
Jesus.
If there's something to be passionate about,
Yeah.
that's definitely it.
Yeah, Moon Knight minifigure would be bad. Yeah, it would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why does
Yeah,
Can Jam have a mirror in front of him? You're Obi-Wan.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there. You
Hello
handsome
there.
devil. Oh, shite. Hello there.
So, let me do a little bit of shameless plug for myself. I think I told people that several of us are going to Chicago for Brickworld, the convention. I did the registration for it to go there for multiple days, and one of the, I guess you call it perks. One of the perks for doing that is you can showcase your stuff. Then, if you sign up to be a registrant and go there for the early days, you can showcase your stuff. So I decided to hell with it. I'll take the plunge and do that for the first time. And I was just going to bring some mosaics. So I've got these 3 here that I've done. And then I wanted to make one for the convention. So I had been working on that. That one's done. I'm not going to show it off yet because I kind of want it to be a bit of a surprise, but I like that. I was doing a little build challenge on Instagram this week, and Studio obviously has the mosaic feature, so you can go as big as you want to with them, and it's just kind of a pipe dream, right? You can render one, and I was just going to do it to enter this comic book challenge this week, and so I did it, and it's big. It's about double the size of the Iron Man Ultimate set. So if you're doing the art sets, it would be 9 of them, basically.
That's pretty big.
How large it is. It's going to be large.
Where are you going to put it?
Bend over and I'll show you.
You're welcome, Eric.
Oh, thank you so much.
Look how happy he is there, hey? You're welcome.
So
go on. Carry on.
Yeah, so I used that Studio mosaic feature, and then I did quite a bit of tweaking on it for this contest, and I did one of Wolverine and posted on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But
it is ridiculously cool.
I was
awesome,
really pleased with the response I got. Obviously, it's like one of the most popular things I've posted for a while. So I decided I was scared to price it out because, again, it's about 75 or 8,500 pieces is what it was. And so I priced it out, and I found out that I could actually build it for about half what I thought it was going to cost. So I actually ordered the parts, and I am going to build that sucker and bring it to Chicago and show it off, and maybe bring it to the convention here in St. Louis as well. I was pretty excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The only problem is you then had to register under an alias because the tables that they give you aren't big enough to display it. So
right. I'll figure it out. I will. No, the Chicago one, actually, they tell you can theoretically register for as many tables as you want. Now, I'm sure if somebody went in and said I need 200 tables, they'd say.
Why don't you test that theory?
Hit the bricks, but
I need 200 tables and just put a minifigure on each one.
Right.
Yeah.
So far, I've registered for 1 8-foot table. I think I can make that work with the pieces I have.
Did you rent the crane to bring that bitch into the thing?
Yeah, seriously.
Will they have the new opening in the wall done by then to actually be able to get it in?
It is not that big. That's what she
said.
No, I mean,
I feel like this whole conversation is just to set up all these folks right now.
Yeah. Martin says Brick Universe, he'll give you whatever you need, costs nothing as well. That's awesome. Yeah. So I've got to put my pictures up, Martin, because for that one you actually have to show them pictures of what you're displaying, I believe. I think when I looked into it, so I've got to get them all. I think I'm going to put them on Flickr or something, put them all up in one spot so I can register for it. But yeah, it's gonna be heavy, but I don't know if you guys have seen some of the stuff like Brick Huntress. She does some incredible mosaics. She brought one to Bricks Cascade a couple of weeks ago, and it was Stranger Things, and it was 7 feet tall and almost 6 feet wide. And she said it was 90. It was a collaboration, 90,000 bricks in it. I can't even imagine how heavy that piece was. And it was fantastic. Like, she lit it up, and the other guy, TK Bricks, who he's a big Star Wars guy on Instagram, he made these big, like Demogorgon pedal things that go on it as well, like sculpted pieces. And those each were like, he made 5 of them, and I think he said those were like, I don't know, 8,000 bricks a piece.
Holy smokes.
Just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Matt says, how many toonies? What?
He's asking how many toonies for the Wolverine.
Oh. Yeah, that Wolverine's going to be awesome and epic.
I hope so.
There's
Thank
two
you.
things. I can't remember what the first one was now. The other plug is for you and you and Andrew are building tomorrow, right?
We are, yeah. Andrew's doing his first live stream on YouTube. So check out Brick and Brood's YouTube channel tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, I think is what time we're going on. And he is gonna do the honor of building my taxi, and so we'll chat about it.
That'll be awesome. Good for him to get going. He's been wanting to do that for a long while here. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
And then the other thing was, we've got another little tidbit here. The A car was the most detailed of the vehicles and was used for close shots. The B car had less details and was used for the driving shots. The C car was used for shot. Like that.
I thought so.
Oh, I was like, crap, they shorted me pieces, but I think I got ahead of myself. I did all 8 of these little black pieces. I did them all at once, and apparently they did those later.
You did that ahead of your instructions.
I did. How dare I? It's funny, too, because I always tell Nathan, I'm always yelling at him to stop working ahead when he's always doing that when he and I were building sets together.
He tells you to get wrecked or what?
He does. No, that's the middle one that tells me to get wrecked. DCL said, I built my first mosaic this week, the Batman one. I didn't enjoy it at all, but the end result is great. That's basically how all the arts are.
Yeah, that's exactly how every one of them is until you're done it.
Yep.
Like, and I did this, and I don't ever want to do another one. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You just power your way to get it done.
Yeah.
And I should have said the Wolverine was actually inspired by Eric. He showed me a mosaic that he's working on, and I kind of stole shamelessly and said I should do Wolverine too for this. And again,
when you rode off into the sunset yelling, "Mine will be better, jackass!"
It's gonna be bigger, better, badder.
No, I really had no intent of even ever building this thing. But Eric's is going to be epic. Eric's doing one with the same color combinations as the Batman arts, and he's doing one about the same size as his Deadpool one that you saw in the intro, if you saw the intro, and it looks pretty epic as well.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm always inspired by you when you put out your new art stuff. So I always feel like I'm piggybacking on you because then I start working on my art stuff again. So I'm just happy to inspire somebody to do something, and they're totally different. Like it's, I love the possibilities of what you're talking about. I don't want to say too much to give away anything, but some of the additional wow factors that you're thinking of adding to it
The Smurfs
are going to be incredible. Kev, dude.
What, I just said it out loud?
Oh, yeah, man, you're not muted.
It's in my head.
Earmuffs, man.
Earmuffs, man.
D-Cell said it really makes him want to build a stud printer machine while he does it. Yeah.
That would be good.
And PBJ said he's building the art project of the Spaceman. Yeah, so I think it's still on sale. If you're in the US, Target had that set on sale for 30% off. And it also has the Harry Potter art sets on sale for 30% off.
Really?
So if you're looking for a good deal and want to buy that kit that you can build the Spaceman on, you can get it for like $83.
I do have the Spaceman one, but in Canada, it's probably 30% more.
Right.
Yeah.
Oldendorf said, did I build the world map? Thinking of getting one for Great Britain version, but can't find it anywhere for instructions. I did not build the world map. I just
did not either.
Wasn't a fan.
No, can't do it.
I love the images of where people have taken it and then they've added string to like the architecture skylines.
Yep.
And so I would do it for that purpose alone, but I will never pay full price, and I would only get it if I got like at least 50% off.
I just wish. Go ahead.
Just because I know the pain of doing an art set and one of that size.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd make it to the end.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have done a style that was like an old pirate map version of it. That would have been epic, like
yep.
They missed the ball on that one, I think.
Yeah, the color combo is odd.
Missed the boat, dropped the ball, whatever.
Drop the sail.
Drop the sail. Drop the mainsail. Drop trow.
Drop trow.
Brick and Brood said, did you guys see my Kenobi news? There you go. He must have the Kenobi scoop. I didn't see it, Brick and Brood. What is the news?
It's good to be finally talking to somebody in the know.
You know,
son.
Holmes says, got a snooze. Now it's 2:30 a.m. Have a good sleepers.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a good one.
It's
Grogu out
2 days, and it will air 2 episodes.
Oh, brutal. So it was supposed to come May 25th, which is is May 25th a Friday? May 25th was a Wednesday. So now it'll premiere on Friday the 27th, but it'll be the first 2 episodes. And there's only 6, right? So it's going to be a third of the way done right when it comes out. That's crazy.
That's what it was. Yes. Okay. Now I remember.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I totally remember now.
DCL said, I built Batman in Studio first, then looked if I could get it off Bricklink in pieces. Seems 120 isn't such a bad deal at all for the art sets. I ended up getting the set for €90 locally.
Mm-hmm. No, they're not. So I ended up kind of scratching the idea of doing the Batman sets to use the parts for Wolverine, because there's just not enough yellow in there, and there really isn't yellow, which is surprising. It's more of kind of different colors for what's her name there?
Catwoman.
Harley.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. So I then realized, well, I'm not going to be able to buy enough sets to actually do it. So then kind of went back to the drawing board and just went with regular colors. But hopefully with Pick-a-Brick walls getting better here in the States, hopefully we can get more sellers that have more 1x1 studs.
Just yours, man, because my store sucks.
I was gonna say, yeah, my store still sucks too.
But with because because I think Tanner and I are experiencing it with the custom art stuff. If you want to get large quantities of them, you're going overseas here.
Yeah,
you're not doing them in the States. So hopefully they start getting more of those parts around.
Yep, I ordered from Germany, and so I looked on Pick-a-Brick. The newest one I did is not. I'm not doing studs. I'm doing plates. Well, I'm doing a combination, but plates on Pick-a-Brick were like either anywhere from 5 cents to 10 cents a piece, depending on the color. And the seller that I got these from in Germany was 3 cents a piece or less. So now, granted, on Pick-a-Brick you get VIP points too, but yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it makes it kind of tough. I mean, but surprisingly, I found the prices not bad overseas to even ship them to the States. I was surprised.
Yeah. One of my orders was like $15.
Yeah. Which is shocking.
Right. Bricksnap said, "Coming to raid your store on Tuesday." You're going to be disappointed, Martin, because it's a pretty sorry looking wall right now. In fact, the manager said he's getting a lot of store survey complaints about it. They are telling us that around the end of April, we're supposed to get some new elements, but like Eric got three cups full of 1x2. There you go. Trans blue tiles.
Yep.
At his store. I've seen some of the stores have the 1x2 bricks and sand blue. We haven't gotten any of those. 1x2 plates in dark bluish gray. I've seen stores have those. I wish I could get those.
Yep.
And our store is just garbage. It has been for months. So hopefully there's something that you like there, Martin, but you might come away empty-handed, unfortunately.
They'll eventually get to your store. They really
for sure. And I say they've sucked, but mine hasn't sucked either, right? I've got some good stuff off the wall. So
I was going to say your store used to be a gold mine.
Oh, it used to be when Harley was there, but like even recently they've gotten a lot better. We've seen a lot more good stuff up there. I got a few cups of tiles, and I got some tan tiles and white tiles, and so I got a whole bunch of tiles and that good jazz. But
I don't think I've ever once seen tiles on my wall. Never.
You got to talk to that Kevin guy.
And it's not him. There's another guy that runs the Pick-a-Brick wall. His name is Greg, and he's not good.
Yeah.
He's not
Never
good.
trust that Greg fella.
PBJ said, "Tanner, will you be at Brick World Chicago for all of the days?" I am coming in the evening of the 15th, and I'm staying through closing ceremonies on 21st. So wait, no, 19th. Closing ceremonies on the 19th, right? That's Sunday. Yeah, so I'll be there the 15th through the 19th.
He's coming in hot.
Coming in hot, folks. Get him while he's hot.
Now, I was talking to my store manager about it yesterday, and he said, yeah. And it's like we talked about before, the fact that the online Pick-a-Brick wall is totally different. That's allowed more elements to be available to the North American Pick-a-Brick walls. He said the minute they were able to, he just started ordering them, and he's been putting in countless orders for all these parts. So yeah. I went in not expecting to see anything great because, they do have some good elements from time to time, but a lot of it's just stuff that you're not really looking for at all. And just walked away shocked with the amount of stuff. The one day I bought 6 cups. I went back and got another one the next day because I was afraid that maybe I didn't get enough. And then when we went back the second day, I went with my son, and we thought we saw a blue lightsaber. And we're like, okay, cool, let's scoop that. And we put it in, and then we're searching. We can't find it, and it's a 1x2 transparent light blue in there. And I was like, oh boy. So I went and talked to one of the associates, and they're like, yeah, maybe middle of April. I don't know if we'll get more, but if we do, that's when it would be. And then as I was paying for the DeLorean yesterday, I saw it on the wall. And my fear was when I walked up to it, it was going to be like the 1x1 cylinders.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting to see. And it just was a completely full drawer. And then when the store manager came over and talked to me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. It depends what you're building, but like my store, the things I go in there and look for, I'm looking for plant stuff. They don't have any plant stuff.
Yep.
I'm looking for wall builders. They have them, but they're in like colors that you wouldn't build walls in, like blue and like the regular Lego blue or green or something. Just stuff I wouldn't want to build a wall on. So I don't know. And then they have just really a random smattering of parts. It's just nothing, not even stuff for Mills plates. A couple of times I've been able to get some plates in there for Mills plates, like they had 8x8 tan plates in there, which are really good. So I filled up a cup of those, but yeah, just usually not good. They had black studs in there once. I did fill up a half cup with black studs. You all right, Kev?
Yeah. Yep. What step are you on?
55.
Oh, I am too.
Go to step 60 for a sec.
Oh no, you're kidding me. All right, I'm gonna go backwards. It says it right there at the start. 2X.
Yeah, I didn't see it. You didn't see it. So you've got to build this Technic piece here that is like extremely involved. And you got to build 2 of them. Mother hellion.
No joke. I made the same mistake on that one too. I'm telling you, they don't make the 2X big enough at the beginning of the page. They just don't.
They do it on purpose.
They really do.
Garbage. All right.
I'm gonna go back now.
Me too.
What a bitch.
I at least wasn't at the full end yet. I would have been pissed.
Brendan, no, I'm out for the night.
Have a good one.
We'll talk to you in a bit. Yeah, I'll check it out when we're done the stream, buddy.
I'll see you later, Brennan. Thanks for coming by.
Oh,
Brennan, if you're still here, I actually I picked up a wheelchair guy figure when I got the Wolverine. They had some figures at Kohl's, and I felt them up until I could find the old wheelchair guy. So I've got myself a wheelchair guy now.
It was the most fun he had in ages.
I was gonna say there's something to be said about him feeling up a guy in a wheelchair, but it's all good.
Yep. He didn't ask for it, but he enjoyed it.
I don't think that's what I said. I do not think that's what I said, but okay.
Didn't he? I think Brendan might have found that already, didn't he?
He did, but he was looking for another one.
Another one? Oh, okay, good.
Doug asks, Eric, you enjoying the medieval blacksmith shop?
I am. It's really nice. Just the details as you go around. These, kind of like Tanner, the ideas theme is really grown on me, and I think it's kind of one of the best that are available.
Yeah, that blacksmith is one of the better builds for sure.
So yeah, Tanner, this is some of the stuff that should be coming your way. We've got the
ingots too.
Yeah,
and I like those. I need
massive
those
cup. Got sand blue bricks in the 1x1 plates. There's some round windows in there.
I hate you.
So I'm hoping to use those for like more residential stuff. And then I'm gonna copy you guys and redo my amusement park and use some of the 2x2s and mix those in with the 1x1s. I mean, they even had the plants and stuff. Oh, here it is.
Because he just said I'm looking for plants.
This one right here of all the little palms.
See, and those are in olive green, aren't they? Those are really good.
Yeah. So
they're delicious.
A lot of great stuff. But what's also interesting is parts on the wall are also what you're going to see in the DeLorean. So like the big arch that's in there was on my pick a brick wall. There is sand blue 1x1 tiles in the DeLorean that was on the pick a brick wall. So it's just interesting where some of the parts were coming from.
So
we're seeing it in sets right now too.
Is there a lug in your area, Eric?
No.
So maybe
they don't even do because I had talked to him about that and said, with all this new stuff on the wall, I've been surprised. And I was like, oh, and because he also talked about how sales have just skyrocketed on our Pick a Brick Wall since the new elements. And I said, oh, that's true because last week was AFOL day. And he said, oh, no, we don't even do that. I was like, oh, is there no lug groups that come around in here? And he just shook his head no.
And that's what I find what's hard about ours, because we've got the gateway lug here, and it's pretty our Pick a Brick Wall is pretty competitive. If there's good stuff, it's gone in a day.
Yep.
Like the word gets out. Finally, a couple of the guys that are in that lug and are always there. I'm on a group chat on Instagram with them, so like every time everybody goes, we're showing each other pictures of what's on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this area is kind of strange when it comes to that. I mean, we never had a store because we had, 5 or 6 Toys R Us stores in like a 30-minute radius, maybe 40-minute radius. Yeah. So there was no point for Lego to ever come here.
Yeah.
And then obviously there are no more Toys R Us in the States. That's when they decided, okay, we're going to have a store there now.
Rumor has it they're trying to get back in, right?
Yep.
They are. They did have a couple pop-up stores that weren't able to survive COVID. We went to one in Jersey, which was nice. It was really nice to go back in to a Toys R Us store. Not nearly like what they used to be, but I'm hoping they can make a comeback. They just got to keep their size small. They can't go back to the massive stores yet.
Yeah, the ones still here are thriving. They're still doing well.
Elizabeth asks, where is your Lego store, Eric?
What's that?
Elizabeth asks, where is your Lego store?
I am in the Capital District in New York, so it's right inside of Albany. In Albany. Which, speaking of The Punisher, scenes for season 2 were actually shot by the office of one of the firms that I used to work at. And they blocked one of our exit ramps because down in that area is where they were shooting. And as you would drive into work, you'd see them setting everything up, which was really cool. I never walked down to see what was going on. But also,
just seeing you walk down there eating a hot dog and watch what's going on.
Oh my gosh, where are the cops? Why is this guy killing everyone?
Walk by the Punisher and you're like, these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Jesus. Oh.
Not gonna lie, it was good. But it's not the first time they've shot like something in that area. It's pretty unique. There's a lot of overpasses, underpasses with interconnecting highways. And if you have ever saw or familiar with the movie Salt, I think it was with Angelina Jolie. There's a scene where yeah.
At the same time.
Well, maybe it was Pepper. So then you guys saw Salt.
No.
But she's jumping off the tops of vehicles that are on all these different ramps going around. And that was shot, outside my office too.
Was one of them your cars? You're sitting in it? What the hell?
Yeah. Whoa. Angelina.
Oh.
Where have you been all my life? Where are you going?
Keep going. She's no Jennifer Aniston.
Elizabeth said that's just a few hours away. Are you going to the new Legoland?
So we still have. They'll expire towards the middle of the summer. We had annual passes. So we went a bunch of times last year. It's nice for kids. The problem is it's too small and for the crowds that they get there. And there's just not enough to do to spread the crowd out. So we'll go back again, but we won't renew our annual pass. Just because it just, again, it was good to go and be there. I want to go back they have a Pick-a-Brick wall inside there. And they had a lot of great elements, but I don't think it was open And that's the other tough thing in New York, right? We have winter. So the park then closes and has been closed for months. And they're reopening, I think, this week, coming week.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I mean, it's nice to have that option and the ability to go to a Legoland so close by. It's not very far for me at all. But yeah, just kind of disappointing, I guess.
Destra said, I remember as a kid, Toys R Us had a lot more stock and items you couldn't get anywhere else, but before they closed stores, could find more at Walmart and Kmart. And I always found that Toys R Us seemed a little bit more higher priced than everybody else too.
Yep. They definitely were.
Though I always remember going into to Toys R Us and kicking myself for not buying. I saw the town hall there so many times and didn't buy it.
Yeah, we ended up making out very well when they closed with a lot of clearance prices and stuff like that. Nice. So it worked in that benefit, but yeah, it was disappointing when they went out.
Doug asked, how are you digging the Back to the Future build so far? So far, so good.
Yeah, aside from this messy 2X, we're both building the contraption that flips the suspension / landing gear for so it's a little bit tedious, but
I knew it too because they had the 2 white boxes, and I'm like, well, they usually put 2 elastic bands in 1 box. Why do we need? And then I'm like, oh
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Now we all know.
Eric, you could have warned us. Where were you on that,
buddy?
Jackass?
Where were you on that one?
I want you guys to experience it in your own way. I don't want to spoil anything. So
bring back Matt shirts.
Well, plus I was annoyed that I made the same mistake too, and I wanted to revel in your displeasure.
Kevin, I need to ask you. You remember how you were afraid to come visit me because you thought my wife was going to throw punch you?
Still is, yeah.
I might need you to tell me what you were going to do to protect yourself, because I think Eric's wife's going to throat punch me when she.
There's no protection from the throat punch.
That doesn't help, Kevin.
You can start by crying as soon as she starts stomping your way.
Like, apparently you missed my question. My question was how to stop it. So what you do is you sign up for your local karate class.
They don't have that here. It's Hokkaido here.
Hokkaido?
Hokkaido. Korean.
Yep.
What do you call it?
Love making.
No, not that at all. I mean, I wouldn't know.
He's only been through 1 trial class so far.
Thank God Matthew's here to finally ask the damn question.
I know. Been waiting all night for it.
Matthew wants to know what everybody in the chat's building.
Yeah, I think I tried to tell that story, and I think I really butchered it.
Which one?
You kind of did.
I kind of butchered it. Yeah.
No, the story about his wife wanting to punch me in the throat.
Why did she want to go after you? What did you do wrong?
Apparently, I said he needs to get the T2 so that he can display his DeLorean next to the T2, because the T2, the Libyans are driving it, and Back to the Future 1.
Yeah. So, Eric, did you make that shit up?
Did I make that up?
You did, didn't you?
No.
I understood.
No,
she was there when I said it.
Oh, she was present when you said it?
Yeah,
well, then you're just an idiot.
That wasn't even the best one. The best one was so if people debating whether it's AT-AT or AT-AT. And she's like, she goes, well, wait a minute. Like, what's the difference between saying AT-AT and AT-AT? And Tanner came right back with 2 syllables versus 4 syllables.
I was being serious. Like,
you know what? Take the throat punch you've earned yourself.
And she's like,
so good.
Really, Tanner? Really? Like, I could tell the venom in the really, just the way she typed.
You're just sitting there and you're watching the screen and you're like, why is that vein going?
I immediately text Eric. I'm like, am I in trouble?
And I was laughing and I read it to her and she started laughing and she's like, oh no, he's fine. Well, I don't mean he's fine, but he's fine.
Like, I don't mean he's fine. He's getting a throat punch, but he'll be okay.
I just fully expect Ange just to I'm going to take it and I hope that I can breathe through it. And then, then all is good. Then we'll be the best of friends ever. And I'll wait for my next throat punch.
Well, actually, what I could recommend is pop in the office, go back to when Dwight is teaching karate, and you absorb the punch, right? Right? Because he gets a throat punch, right? And doesn't he? Yep. He absorbs it by like tucking it into his side, right?
Beer drink. Or Matt said he just finished the cantina and he's gonna touch his hammer. No, start Thor's hammer.
We're not after dark yet, Matthew.
Not?
Come on, there's still children here.
Matthew, children. Eric's still present. He hasn't had his first nap yet tonight.
Seriously, I don't even get that.
Cantina is a good build. Thor's hammer is a great one to follow it up with. DCL said still doubting. I think he said debating what set to crack open. Luxury problem. I'm getting a little bit of a backlog myself. Just a small one. It's a small set. Like, I've been trying to hold my small stuff for building with buds because everybody knows that I'm probably the slowest builder in the world.
No, that's my title.
I think you beat me the last few times, buddy.
Yeah, we just stopped talking.
Just get into build mode.
Yeah, just go into build mode. Just go into build mode.
Well, she's not 100% sure yet if she's gonna fly out Friday night or not. So,
are you guys leaving the kiddos with your parents?
If she flies out, yes.
Awesome.
I asked my son a couple times, and he said, I don't know. That's kind of far away. Let me think about it. I was like, okay, bud, which in his terms means he doesn't want to go. He's just trying to figure out how to say it nicely.
How to let you down.
And then he told her that he was also concerned because of the Great Chicago Fires. That was another reason why he couldn't go.
Yep.
He didn't know he's a bit of a worrier.
I didn't know this. This is kind of for the sequels, the stock 6-cylinder engines were replaced with 8 cylinders.
Ah.
Well, they had to get up to speed, right? They realized, let's upgrade them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
88.
Yeah. You don't have a train with you every time.
The thing probably couldn't do bloody 88. That's why.
All right. Did you have problems aligning your gears here when you're trying to?
No, you just kind of open up the elastic band a little bit and they go. Well, son of a
nutcracker.
Look at this.
Be careful. Yeah. Eric popped his off on the stream. Like, he did it and it went flying at the camera.
It's like, whoops.
Yeah, he probably had something backwards.
I did actually put it in backwards at first, but you know.
That is pretty wild for that mechanism. That is cool.
And wait till, especially when you take those Technic bricks and remove them, then it will actually lock Oh, so they're already off?
Yeah, I took these off
Okay.
now.
And the operation on it is really smooth. Like it's
Yeah. She's a smooth operator.
yeah, it's really nice.
Todd says problem with me getting a throat punch is he is all neck, has no shoulders to help block the punch. Shoulders, man? What are you saying? Feeling self-conscious now. Bratsky's in the house, says I think Easy is building the DeLorean wrong.
What?
Oh, he's
What
got
step
it.
are you guys on?
49. 7.
69.
Oh, see, I'm on 60. I'm way ahead of you guys. That's why. You'll get here. Don't worry.
We'll try.
Yeah.
And Jane Doe says, isn't it the wrong century for those fires?
Yeah, but he's a little bit of foresight.
You know, he just doesn't know if they've taken the right precautions yet to make sure there's going to be no reoccurrences.
I should teach him that. So I used to work with a guy. He was in shipping and receiving, and he was like the main purchaser and stuff. So he had to deal with all the people when they're calling in, wondering where all their product is and stuff like that. Well, every day that guy would come to work, he'd literally open up the newspaper and find some train crashed in Bangladesh. So I'm walking through the office one day and I hear him say, yeah, so some train crashed in Bangladesh and that's where your parts were. He'd literally find something that was a natural disaster and blame that on.
That's awesome.
Like not a natural disaster, but some accident or. Did you hear about that plane crash in Zimbabwe? Yeah, your stuff was on it. What?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
DCL says, Bretsky, wait till he gets the wheels on. Can't wait to see you put the wheels on that thing. Cy O'Connor's in the house. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
Staying up late with us, Cy.
As we all build the DeLorean.
You're making me crazy, man.
Well, that's also, we went down for a short weekend in February to Florida to visit my parents. And we had a connection in Baltimore. And he's looking, and we're starting, we're on the flight, and you start to see the tracker, right, as you can see where you are, the GPS.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks, are we going to fly over water? And I was like, uh-oh. So I said, no, we're not going to do that. That's fine. He's like, oh, okay. And then the screen accidentally popped on, and he saw we were over water, and he immediately started to worry about the Bermuda Triangle. And we can't go this way. And I was like, buddy, we're fine. We're nowhere near it. We're good.
Just a tip, my dude. So when we went on holidays there, and Kira watched bloody Shark Week before we left. We could not get her in the bloody water. She wouldn't swim in the goddamn swimming pool.
Yeah, not the right movie.
Kev, did you notice they put the trans bricks on here on the bottom?
Yes.
So that when you put in flight mode, that's what it sits on. Those trans bricks.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I knew that too.
You didn't know that, did you?
Not a chance.
Oh, crap. What did I do?
I don't know, but that's good because I can catch up.
I got this left over.
That's good.
What is that one?
Yeah, it's a little bit longer than the normal extra.
That goes under that front bumper or one of the bumpers. Right here. Goes right there. Other side of your car, I think.
This one?
It's the red side, not the white side.
Yeah, red side.
Okay.
That's this side.
Yeah, it goes right under that Technic bar, the Technic piece.
Really?
Or it goes on top.
What the hell? How did I forget?
I don't know how you forgot it.
Pretty excited here.
All right, so I'll show this again. I'm sure Kevin showed it, but one-handed landing gear deployed.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Where we are going, we don't need roads.
Or 1x8s.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, Sai says it's 3 a.m. there. What are you doing up, my friend? Sai was streaming today on Stud Buds, I think it's called, the Stud Buds channel. He was a guest there.
Well, crap holes.
What'd you do?
Screwed this up. Okay, pop that off.
I'm glad you keep making mistakes because I'm catching up with you.
Me too. I'm glad I suck.
He means it in the nicest way possible.
I really do.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
It's a term of endearment.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not. I don't even know what that means.
Term of endearment?
Yeah.
There's a movie, I think.
Terrible movie.
That was my reference.
Gretzky and Brudsky are going to be Thunder Buddies in Chicago, I guess.
Well, when in Chicago,
You know. I mean, they'll be warm when the Great Fires start, so.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, they're not living that down. Not a chance.
Frickin' Bird's like, I thought we were going to Philadelphia.
And they're driving out, right?
Yeah, they are. I think they're driving at different times, though. I think Andrew's coming on Friday. I think Brett's coming on Thursday.
Yeah, I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to drive or fly.
But if you drive, you're bringing some stuff to display, right?
Yeah.
Seriously, you should.
No. I appreciate it, but I will be happy not to.
You're afraid of it burning down in the Great Fires, or what's your problem?
100%, man. Got too much riding in this.
All right, that's better. Seems
Did
much
you find
better
where
now.
it goes?
What's that?
Did you find where it goes?
Yeah, I just had to take everything apart to put it there.
Oh. I'm sure it wasn't important.
Oh, they usually have those ones left over.
Yeah. Was it 1x8 or 1x10?
Yep.
I always have them left over on my builds.
When you crack these open, tell me what the first part you notice is, Kev.
What's that?
I said, what's the first parts you noticed in this
The
bag?
pink guns.
The pink cameras, yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. I noticed that considering I couldn't notice a 1x10.
Well, it was gray, so
Right.
True.
Yeah, cut yourself some slack.
I didn't even realize I was building a Star Wars set.
Toadborg's in the house. Hello, Toadborg.
Oh,
buddy.
Hello, hello.
The NCAA tournament going on, or the Final Four going on today. I don't know. They checked in on that. Anybody care about that? I guess I should ask.
No, all I got to talk about is that St. Louis Edmonton game the other night.
Well, what's funny is first period, Edmonton goes up 4-1 on the Blues, and there's still like 6 minutes left in the first period. And Kev's all bebopping and scatting. He's sending me text messages with big hearts and smiley faces, like, are you watching this, guy? Oh, how about this? They pull Jordan Binnington. They pull the goalie the first period. He's all just celebrating. He forgets that Mike Smith's in net for them.
They play 3 periods.
They play 3 periods. I don't know if you remember that. So the Blues naturally come back. They
naturally
they tie it up. It's 5-5 in the third, and Kev wasn't watching then. He was I think he was driving Sarah to the airport at the time. So like I text him a couple celebration gifts and doing the happy dance, and he's like, I'm not watching. I'll have to check when I get back. And it goes into overtime. The Blues are 1-7 in overtime this year. They're terrible 3-on-3, just terrible. And so I think I told him, I was like, oh, it's overtime. Congratulations. And of course, the Blues they make their shot, and like they always do, they make an attempt. They have a good scoring chance. Guy gets the save, and I think they pulled Smith at that point. But
did they pull Smith last night? I can't
remember if they did or not. They might not have. Anyway, so Smith gets a save, and as they always do, McDavid grabs the puck and rushes down and puts it in the net. I don't even know if there was 2 minutes off the clock. The Blues are terrible in 3v3, just awful. So
now I'll tell you what actually happened.
Get out of here.
The Edmonton scores the goal like right away. First goal, I'm like, I sent Tanner a message. I went, oof. All right. The second goal goes in. I'm like, I'm sitting on the couch, and Sarah's sitting there, and she's like, she goes, because here's the thing: the Kraken were playing St. Louis, and every time St. Louis would score on the Kraken, which is Sarah's team, Tanner would send a suck at Sarah. My phone. So she goes, we're sitting on the couch, we're talking, we're doing some stuff, just getting ready to go. And we're getting her ready to go. And they pump in these 2 goals, and she's like, send him a suck it, Tanner. Send him a suck it, Tanner. Suck it, Tanner. He keeps saying that. I'm like, I'm not going to do that because he's going to get angry. And that's all I have to say about that.
Should have known.
So that's going to be a lot of throat punches.
Yeah.
She'd have to be able to reach me. I don't think she's tall enough.
And then the funnier part was when Tanner was sending that thing. I was having problems because I just moved in here, and I was having problems with the Wi-Fi and stuff. So it was double sending or triple sending messages. So like we'd score 1 goal and I'd get 3 or 4 suck at Sarah's in there. And she's like, oh, he's really cruising for it, isn't he? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's him.
No, you weren't having problems. I sent it like 4 times.
I was trying to get you in out there, man. You deserve every throat punch you get now.
Again, I absorbed the punch.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was a really good hockey game.
Like
What's that?
I said I like games like that. It was a good game.
It was. Both teams have suspect defenses, and both teams have really good offenses. Edmonton's offense is one of the best, and
they're starting to come around, right? That's the scary part. Is they figured it out finally.
Yeah. So it was. If you like goal scoring, it was a fun one to watch, and there were some really good goals scored. But
there was a game that was on was it last weekend, the Edmonton Calgary game? Yeah, it was last Saturday.
That one was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I'm working or whatever, and I'm talking. This guy comes in, he goes, "Oh, can you believe that? That was such a crappy game." And I'm like, "Okay, timeout, man." I said, "Yeah, they lost to Calgary 10-5 or whatever it was. Yeah, that sucks. But if you take 2 seconds to look at what was happening there, you have 11 of the top scorers in the NHL on the ice at this one time. What the hell do you think's going to happen?
Right.
Like, it's going to be a score fest. I pity any goalie that's in net that night, whether they suck or not."
Yeah, definitely. There's not a single goalie in the league that would be able to handle any of that.
No, it was just ridiculous. Like, not even Bennington.
No, he says that, and then he drinks cheekily from his New York Rangers mug.
Yeah. They can get beaten
Oh,
down.
was I implying something? Oh, I don't know what I was doing. I was just thirsty.
Yeah. Thirsty for a throat punch.
My lips were parched. That's all.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting playoffs coming up, I think. Because Calgary, as much as I hate to say it, Calgary is bloody on fire. Like,
yeah, the Blues just tipped off with them tonight. I'm trying to get the game on, but I can't seem to make it work. So, PBJ wants to know, Eric, what are your final thoughts on the fishing boat?
ew.
Okay, so that set. Can I call it that? Can I call it a Lego set? Appearance, looking at it, display, it's beautiful. I think the colors are perfect combination. The angles that they achieve on it are really nice. And I don't even think I should say they. I should, just refer to the actual fan designer for it. So it's a nice set. However, it's just not stable enough to be kind of your normal play set. It just doesn't have that strength to it. There's some really good advanced building techniques, but it's flimsy. And the designer obviously didn't spend enough time on the instructions. And I can understand it's a big set. It's a complicated build. And you guys remember, right? The whole Bricklink designer program had those phases that they would show that each project is in, right? Mm-hmm. And one of them, wasn't it a building test kind of thing where they're testing the integrity of the build? This set makes me think that they didn't do that. That was just either fan designer doing it, because I can't imagine a seasoned Lego designer building that set and not stepping in and saying, we need to change a few elements here or change how we're going to do this. So at the end, it feels way more like a mock than it does an actual Lego set. Mm-hmm. So I think it's unfair to kind of grade it based on a Lego set, right? Like, if you're saying, okay, against maybe other mocks maybe you've built, it's probably up there. It's definitely worth it. But if you try to compare it to a Lego set, I think it starts to drop off in that comparison. And I think if you can get it for regular price, what was it, $129, something like that in the States, maybe? Mm-hmm. I think if you can find it for regular price, it's worth it. But I don't think it's worth what people are getting for it on Bricklink and on eBay and stuff like that. It's just not worth twice amount.
Yeah. Sounds like the Shelby that you built, Kev.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be like that.
The funny thing with that Shelby, I busted its balls, and it is flimsy. You look at it, it falls apart. That's the one set that made it in the movie.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
just
because it was in your car and not in the back of Matthew's car.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, Matthew's a wild man. But it was weird. I don't know how that set made. That's the one set I expected just to be dust in the box.
DCL has a good question. He said, so structure-wise, would you say it's a bit fishy?
Fishy?
I certainly would have at least not. I would have had them rename it, and I think saying the great fishing boat is definitely misleading. The so-so fishing boat would have been a good name for it.
The boat that for sure will sink boat.
Yeah. Yeah. The boat that could have been great fishing boat, you know.
Bretsky said, I was glad to see they had that testing phase. That's worrying to hear. So I don't think that's been the case with all of them. I did Pursuit Flight. It was fine. The instructions were great. It's not flimsy. The airplanes, especially the heavier ones, they do sag on the Technic connection a bit if you
they're a bit older,
right? But yeah, a couple of people have done the Castle in the Forest and built it, not sold it, and I think they said it was fine too.
Yeah, no, that's what's interesting. There are ones that, hopefully this is just a one-off. When it comes to the other designer stuff, it does make me a little nervous because the second wave stuff that I have coming is the bigger sets.
Yeah.
And those are very taxing, probably on a Lego fan designer who now has to create an instruction manual for it and is probably using Studio to do it, which is not very user-friendly. And, if they have a full-time job and now you're trying to put together instructions, how much time can they dedicate to doing it?
Yeah.
And, if you don't design the build in Studio to make it easy for you to create instructions with like grouping things and stuff like that, I think to go back on a set that's, I don't know, is it 1,500 pieces or somewhere on maybe a little over 1,000?
Yeah.
It's probably really difficult to do. So, again, I don't really want to bash on the designer. It's still a beautiful model.
Piece of crap. No, just kidding.
Yeah, but some can be beautiful.
Yeah. I don't think you should be worried about the other ones because their buildings, I don't think, just remembering, they don't have some, you got to give it to this guy. The Great Fishing Boat has a lot of weird angles in it. It has a lot of techniques that you have to do differently. When you're building buildings or modulars, you're not going crazy with the techniques, although Lego kind of seems to every year. So I think those will be okay. I hope those will be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aspen just said, I'd be concerned if they screwed up a building. There's no excuse for that to be dodgy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. I 100% agree. So there's someone was talking about Dester was talking about the mocks, like the X-Wing and I have one of the, I think it's Brick Vault. I have the Brick Vault
gunship, right?
Gunship. And that thing, same thing with that. I built that landing pad for it. And the only reason I built a landing pad for it was because that thing would almost come apart on its own just sitting there. Like, it's very stable in some ways, but if you grab it just a little bit the wrong way, you're in trouble. So some of them that's just the way they are sort of thing. And some of them will be, I guess, really good, but it's kind of, it's worrying in the fact that made it through a whole program and all Lego's jazz and to get to where it got to. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's where it leaves it to question for me. Like, how much did they actually really review it? Like, there's steps that you do that just don't make sense in the order that you're doing it, right? Like, you put a 1x1 Technic brick on, you slide on the red axle, and then it just sits there for I don't know how many steps. Like, you don't even put bushings or anything to hold it in place while you're building. It's just like, okay, place it there. And now I just removed it and waited till I finally got to the step where you're actually anchoring it in place.
Yeah, I think you showed that on the stream that one night.
Yeah. So it's like, and then there's certain areas where you only have maybe one or two studs connecting and it really just isn't strong enough. You can easily pop things off. And so it's those kind of little things. Again, it's beautiful. I'm happy to have it. But it just was disappointing in certain aspects of it.
It can definitely go into your, this is a shelf rider. That's kind of, I think, where maybe Lego said, no, this will be good enough because this isn't a play This isn't a play idea, right? It's just someone's going to build it and display it.
Yeah. So
Better than hanging it in midair.
so I've done the other. There's one alternate build for modular that I've done, and it's again, this is totally different. It's in a league of its own. It's Big Ben, the alternate build.
Mhm.
Now that's a creator expert set that is not designed to become a modular, right? Like there's nothing about it that screams it. So there's a lot of studs on the side building where you're just snapping in these elements. So it's a little bit delicate. It's a good build, but the instructions for it are really difficult. I know Jane Doe's dealing with it with the Bantha, where you're placing a part, but it's not connecting to anything. It's just hanging out in the air for 12 steps until you finally connect it. So those are like the things that I'm hoping don't happen with the instructions for the buildings coming out in round 2.
Mhm.
And that's where I think, hopefully other people are saying the same thing, and it's getting back to Lego, and maybe they'll try to help these fan designers a little bit more as it gets these sets to market.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just because of with how those instructions were laid out, doing certain steps in certain orders didn't make sense. Like, normally maybe you would build this part of it on the side of the table, and then when you were done, you'd apply it to the ship, right? Rather than building it on the ship as you go, which then made it difficult to make connections. So that's where I feel that Lego kind of just let them go, do your own thing, and make sure you have it done by this time.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Hey, Jenny Bricks, how you doing?
Jenny Bricks, welcome.
Hello.
DCL said, I can't imagine it's that bad. It was one of his first, though he upgraded the X-Wing. Oh, he's talking about the Brick Vault guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and some of them are good. It's just that one, like that gunship was, it's still good. It's just if you touch it on the bottom, there's not much holding that whole bottom plate on, and it can once you learn that, you can grab it properly, but still looks good.
I'm surprised Matty's not saying he'll take it off your hands.
Yeah. He doesn't like that one. He doesn't like that one at all.
Jenny Bricks is working on the DeLorean as well.
Nice.
Brutsky asks, is there any sets coming out on May 4th? Anything big at least? They haven't announced anything, but the rumor is that Luke's Landspeeder will be coming out that weekend.
Yeah.
Other than the gift with purchase, because the gift with purchase will be good, right?
It's supposed to be, so the rumors I've heard is it's a minifigure or it's nothing.
Well, if it's nothing, I can live without the Landspeeder.
Right. Well, and that's my thought. Like, if they're giving away minifigures, I'm not going to get because the diorama's coming out the 26th, I think, right?
Yeah.
Of April.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I'll just wait. And, if they give away a polybag or minifigure, then
get it with the dioramas.
Get it with that. Now, there was a rumor, and I don't know. I don't trust the rumor because it came out yesterday, which was April Fool's Day, that the Blue Milk Luke polybag is going to be the minifigure giveaway for May the first weekend. But if we're not getting it with our games, I'd be fine with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Carbon dioxide extinguishers were used hidden inside the car to simulate the exhaust system output.
Huh.
There
Sounds dangerous.
You heard it here third.
Was that for car A, B, or C?
Didn't say. Did not specify.
Yes.
I would think it'd be car. Which one did they say was for the close-ups? That was
A.
car A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car A was a close-up.
Rick and Brood asks, are we officially not getting a Luke with blue milk in the games? I mean, I don't know if it's official or not. Kev said he talked to EB Games and they said that he wasn't.
Yeah.
I haven't reached out to Best Buy. I know when I bought it, there was a note on it that said it would come with a minifigure.
Now you guys would have the steel case and the minifigure,
Right.
and I would get the poly bag and the minifigure.
That's what you should, yeah.
But who knows? I thought the game actually released on the 1st. So I was all excited. I'm like, okay, you're gonna get the game, and then the guy's like, no, man, it's the 5th. I'm like, what's another 2 years? I guess let's just keep waiting.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
If that game sucks, I'll be so angry.
I think it's going to be amazing.
I hope so. It best be.
One guy, I was following one guy, and he said he got a demo of it and said it was amazing.
Oh, good.
So one thing I know my son is going to be disappointed about, they were saying in that game, which is very different than the other Lego based games, that you won't be able to customize and make your own figures.
Really?
Oh,
yeah, which is what he does all the time. I mean, he spends more time building his own custom characters for the game than actually playing the games.
That's crazy. That's crazy that they won't do that.
Yeah.
Very surprised by that.
I heard something else about. They were talking about. See you later, Brudski.
Hey, yeah, but real quick, remember Birdski is going to be live streaming tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain Time. Come on back if you want to see very funny guy doing his first live stream.
I will be there, but I will be a bit late. What was I going to say?
You were talking about the video games.
Oh, yeah. So there was something I was reading the other day, or someone was talking about it, and they were talking, I think is it the World Cup, or is it like soccer or whatever? They're not going to pay the royalties on the for the players, so they're just going to have like generic players on there because they didn't want to pay all these royalties, right? And how they were going to go away from all the custom, making your own players, like the same thing your son does, making your own teams, making your own players, all that sort of stuff, and how bad that was going to affect sales on the game just from the because that's what a lot of people do. They almost use it as like a what was the game, like Sims, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go into franchise mode and just start building stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, in college, I always used to get the college football game, and I'd read, because they didn't do that, the players wouldn't be named, obviously, because they couldn't. They'd have to pay likeness rights to the players. So, but they'd have their numbers and their basic builds. But I'd always go in and rename them to be those players, and then I'd, create a player that was me or whatever. And then go into franchise mode.
That's kind of what I enjoy most to do. I don't play nearly as much as I used to, but yeah, I would love like NHL and just go into GM mode and then just try to create a powerhouse. And that I always enjoy.
Name them everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we grew up with games where you couldn't connect to the internet and play someone anytime in the world, right? So we did a lot of games against the computer and stuff like that, or if you had somebody come over and play, right? So I enjoy that aspect of gaming, and I would be disappointed if it was gone.
Computer always kicked my ass too.
Well, you just got to put it on easy.
Well, that's true.
That's how I created my powerhouses.
Like beating up a 5-year-old.
Hey, whatever. He shouldn't have entered the ring.
You want to You want to go around, Blocky?
Well, how cool is the tree that grows out of the DeLorean here? It is fantastic.
I was going to ask you how you feel about that tree because a lot of people hate it.
I don't remember it in the movies. I like it so far.
I think a lot of people just thought it was tedious to build.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that could be the case, but...
Could be the case, but it's no different than the bloody art sets. It's tedious to build, but once you're done, you can respect it.
Absolutely.
I mean, my opinion might be changed now because I just saw that I have to do 4 of them.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Definitely skew it up a little bit.
I thought the treehouse tree was worse than that one. I thought that tree wasn't terrible.
No, it's got a lot of life to it. You know, this using a lot of the smaller leaves, which is nice compared to the treehouse where you're just using the larger ones.
Okay, so on to the step where you were talking about it, Eric. Like, why do they have you place these things in when it's hard to reach with your fingers?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's the angle pieces on the corner?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got fat fingers. There you go.
Yeah, my hands didn't like it either. I always do wonder about that. Is it something that just got forgotten and it was like, you know, or because I don't know the whole process. I'm assuming it's like a whole different department that creates the instruction manuals.
Gotta be, right?
And I wonder if, you know, they have them build it alongside while they're doing it. Because I think Lego does a pretty good job of doing pretty legible instructions.
Yep. Well, they could just try to end, like, they could put that in there. That could be part of their expert thing where they're like, okay, well, we got to make some of this a little bit more difficult to make it. It's not just a standard Lego set. Now you're an expert.
DCL's got all the jokes tonight.
What's that?
So he started with, why do people hate that tree? Bretsky said, I like that tree. And DCL said, maybe the tree did stuff we don't know about. Yep. Probably hand stuff. I'm sure it was hand stuff. Jenny Brick said, yeah, I had that problem too. I have small hands.
Me too. I got dainty hands, but I got them in there. Me and my dainty hands.
Well, whoop-de-doo for you.
They do for you.
Look at Kev with the small hands.
I don't have small hands.
Bringing me back to
my hands are normal size.
Oh, look at me. I can pop these things right on. Bebopping and scatting on the gunship.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Oh, the good old days.
DCL said, I think it's creative how they use tiger butts to represent flowers in that set.
Oh, I feel dirty now.
You should. The old tiger butts. Holy smokers. We've got 11 bags in this bad boy, hey?
It's a few.
11 steps, and a couple of them were double bagged.
I think it's just 4, right? 4 was the only one, 2.
4 was double bagged, yeah.
It's not bad, though. They do a good job of breaking these things up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the steps or the bags aren't long bags. So this one was probably one of the bigger ones with, like, you open up the one bag and there was a ton of Technic in there. Yeah. So a lot of the pins and
Lots of studs on the side on this.
Yeah, no, it's not stuff.
Yeah, it really is kind of, I think, the best of both worlds when it comes to Technic and brick building.
I agree.
You really get a good mix.
Well-
just enough of Technic to make you appreciate it.
Well, I think what it does more so than anything, it's no different than that DB7, is it makes the play feature in it totally usable.
Right.
You know what I mean? It strengthens everything up. It gives you, you know, you can imagine being a kid playing with this thing, and you know, it's tough. It's tough as it could be.
Kev, don't forget your 1x10. That step, okay? Make sure and put it on there.
What 1 by what?
1x8.
Tell me what to do, Devil 80.
1x8, sorry.
Suck it 1x10.
Yeah. Tell me what to do, Devil 80.
Mama's wrong.
Oh, he's got all those teeth. He's got no toothbrush.
So you talked earlier about there being the rumors of the Dom's Charger speed champs, and I'm hoping with the popularity of this set, and by this set, obviously, I mean the DeLorean that we're all building.
Nice.
I hope we start seeing a lot more minifig stuff, scale Back to the Future things coming out. Just a little wave of, maybe, a handful of sets coming out.
Really not.
They know people would eat them up, right? When you see the Creator Expert car sell out, because I don't think everything has been selling out recently.
No, I agree. But I don't know. I don't know if they'll. Who knows?
Well, boy can dream.
Lego does weird stuff, man. Like, sometimes I don't understand why they do what they do, but it'd be fantastic to see that stuff come out. But especially when they took the time to do the leg prints on these minifigures and stuff like that, like they did a damn good job of it, of the minifigs and stuff. Now you throw those because we all know that Lego doesn't build special minifigures for sets. So,
oh, you mean like the Mace Windu?
Yeah, you're correct, sir. A little interesting.
It is funny though, because people will complain about anything.
Yeah.
You had all the gunship people that were up in arms when the Mace Windu that's with that New Republic fighter tank was rumored to be the same Mace Windu as the gunship. They were all, oh man, can't believe it. We don't get this exclusive minifigure anymore in our gunship. And then comes out and it's actually a new Mace Windu and he's got some pretty sick arm printing. And now these people are still pissed off. Oh man, it's not a unique, it's not the same Mace Windu.
Right. And then, now it's available in other sets, and now it's not exclusive to that anymore.
Yeah, there'll always be the people who want to complain, right?
Yep.
Some people just want to watch the world burn, I guess.
Burn, yep. Great quote, thank you.
Destro, I didn't name any names. I wouldn't do that around here. I wouldn't talk about Ryan like that.
I'm gonna get him a Heart Ryan shirt.
So, slight problem. Kind of broke the tree.
It happens. Happens to most young men.
And I don't know what to do. Whoops.
If it stays like that for 4 hours, you should probably see a doctor. No, nobody.
I also kind of had that in stereo because I just heard a "Oh God" in the background.
No punch.
I'm sorry, Jen.
He's not at all sorry. He meant every word of it.
I didn't.
Oh, it's
I
broken.
want a throat punch.
Aspen says, just do a little bit of fiction. Learn how to handle your wood marker gently.
I broke it again. So you know what? I'm not a very big fan of this tree.
Chopping the tree down. Chopping it down.
Actually, I think that's the route I'm going to go. And I have this apple that would never be sitting in that position, and I don't know what to do.
So many jokes.
Is it your Eric's apple?
So many jokes. Hey, it's nice to see they printed the logo, hey?
The DMC, yeah.
Yeah. Well, your enjoyment of that will change.
That's not good. I think he's not telling us something, just to watch us burn.
Some people just want to watch their friends burn. And it's even better when
how that goes. Good job. Yeah.
It's even better when it happens in Chicago.
Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell me that. So I had a thought for the city when I rebuild it, and I don't know how I'll be able to fit it in, but I think the Venetian houses and some of the stuff will lend pretty well to it. So we have canals that run through the area, the flight of the locks that take you from the Hudson River all the way to the Great Lakes. Start here. So I'm thinking I want to bring some of that into the city and have maybe a kind of a working lock almost.
Yep. Oh, that'd be cool.
Maybe it doesn't have to be the full thing of doors on each side, but you're seeing maybe half of it, and then figure out how to raise and lower the water in the lock, bringing it out to the other area.
Some nice chrome pieces on the bumper.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be killer if you can figure that out. Are you going to motorize it too?
I don't know if I'll hook it up to power functions. I could definitely gear it down and not have a problem doing it. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think if you did that, like with that, because you could just literally do a Technic arm and do those windows like the garage windows going around, and then have the Technic arm swing around and up, and that would raise up that whole level, right? And then it would drop it back down.
Yeah, and just put it on a worm gear with then like a 40 tooth or something, which might be way too slow.
Yeah,
but maybe gear it up a little bit and just have a really nice steady.
You should gear it right up so that son of a bitch launches that boat into the roof. Parts and pieces everywhere.
I told you it wasn't sturdy.
This McLaren boat is a piece of crap.
Oh, if it wasn't so many pieces, I would have McLaren that sailboat. Or it's not even a sailboat. I mean, it is. Is it a sailboat? I don't know. No, it's not.
Oh, it's a tugboat. Your favorite kind. Kenny Bricks. It does. it did fall apart a time or two on me. Tough while building it.
I think the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I like the finished product. I think it looks really nice.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Right. Well, because my other thought was where I have the water, then have like kind of a rock cliff face going to a lighthouse, and then have the blacksmith shop, the castle in the woods, the fishing store, kind of in that area of these older looking buildings.
Yeah.
I think they kind of all would lend well to each other.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you going to have like a jungle cruise too? Since you're going to have the rock?
I don't want to give every secret away.
But if there was a secret, would it be the Jungle Cruise? Just asking for a friend.
Because if you don't do that, I'm going to steal that idea.
It's already done. He's already building it right now.
And it's going to be bigger and it's going to be better.
All right, new element, folks. These down-angled wedge plates. Pretty cool. What are you laughing at?
Just the struggle, the down angle over in
The technical name. It's
like
like the...
wedgie plate.
I hate you. Detail said, I think that's a mold issue, the tree falling apart. Some small parts vary a lot in fitting lately. I had to order new 3-length bars for my tumbler, for example.
Oh, really?
Oh. That's not good to hear.
Yeah, so you know that this small angled wedgie piece was just made for this kit alone, right? Like,
Yep.
Small angled wedgie piece.
Technical term, Eric. You're Tanner?
It is really cool, though. There's going to be a lot of great uses for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wedging stuff. At an angle.
Which we do all the time.
Are you even an architect, bro?
Oh, shit.
Not well.
It is interesting because these kits always come with 3 to 4 new elements.
Yeah.
Or they have for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
How they do these fenders is pretty brilliant too.
Yes. Well, when you can build a brand new part to do them, I guess it's a little bit easier. But
Oh, this part's not new though.
no, that wedgie part. Like
Yeah, the wedgie part is, but this part is not.
Yeah.
New.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, those got used in so many things, rooftops and all that sort of stuff. I've
Yeah.
seen them used in.
I can't remember. Did Tiago talk about it before, or is there a documentary where they talk about it? When they're designing things and they're going to need a new part to do it, how are they actually working around that while they're trying to build it?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that. That's an interesting thought, though.
Right? Because you got to have a prototype, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're not like a car and doing a clay model or something.
Maybe they build it with the imperfect elements first, and then they say, you know, I'm gonna need a new part type to really nail this angle. So,
Yep. Yeah, right. They take what they have available.
Can you imagine that though? Because you'd have to run that up a tree. There's, I mean, the amount of the costs involved in doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
It would be large.
well, and that whole philosophy's changed because, like with the modulars, when they first came out, they could not make any new elements or colors. Could
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And so everything had to be what they were currently making.
Yeah, I mean, how have we not had Brickmaster Amy on the show yet?
I don't know. Kev's really slacking there.
Guys, she doesn't really want to embarrass you and by showing her undying love for me publicly.
Publicly.
that, and there's that court order thing. So I mean,
That you have against her?
no, yes. I mean, what?
She has to stay 200 feet away from you, right?
Yeah. Or I have to stay 200 feet. Judge wasn't really clear. It was me or her, one of the two.
Yeah. Either way, there's 200 feet between us. Who's to question who has to maintain the distance? It's a formality.
Yes.
200 feet. What's that in toonies?
200 feet.
Oh, shite. What is going on here?
What step you on?
I'm on the Fender 173. What did I do wrong? What'd you do?
You zigged when you should have zagged, boy.
Did something.
Oh, I had where the that kind of round over part that's for the vehicles, I put that in the wrong spot. So then had to slide that, I think, down a stud.
Yeah, so yeah, it just goes back one, but I'm there.
Okay.
And it should be, oh, is this? That looks right. Do you got the full fender on yours, Tanner?
Yeah.
Huh. Like I have two spots there where the fender should go. Should go back one like that. I don't know why it's. Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. I don't know.
Crisis averted.
Crisis possible. No,
No, crisis still there.
still there, still present.
All right. We'll stop building the blacksmith shop and get back to the DeLorean.
Oh, I see now.
Did your tree fall apart too?
Yeah, my tree's dead. Stupid tree.
DCL said new parts are good, but they're overdoing it, and soon it will just be bad models, not amazing Lego sets. That said, if it all still looked like in the 70s, I probably wouldn't be into Lego now, but it's going fast now. Going too fast now, I feel. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. There's how many new elements every year? It's probably like 100 new elements every year that are coming out. But just what that's bringing to our ability to mock and what it's bringing to our ability to their ability to build kits. So far, I'm not there where you are. I don't feel like it's taken away from my enjoyment of the hobby. I think it's making stuff look less like Lego and more like model kits. I agree with that, but I'm okay with that personally.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's a welcome change. You know?
I just wish they could make some military aircraft. I would love to see some of those done right. And something I wouldn't have to spend my kids' college fund on from Brickmania to get.
Yeah, true. True that.
Because those models are fantastic. The Brickmania models are, but they're just way too pricey.
Do you know off the top of your head what they try to get for some of the stuff?
So some of their kits, they're like 1/48 scale planes. They're selling for $500, $600.
Oof.
Yeah, if not more than that. Some of them go for even more than that. It's like, I get it. It's I don't know if they actually have to get licensing for some of those things or not. Probably not, but like you can get the Kobe kits or Kobe, whatever it is, and they have some of that stuff, and it's not as bad. Although I tell you, I went into the office the other day, and one of the people on the team that I manage, they had they had one of those Kobe kits out and they were building it. It was like a team building activity. They were having everybody just come by and build something. And they'd done like 3 or 4 models, different products from our company, right? And they were building them. But then I happened to see the guy who was organizing it had put up a sign that said, "Please use glue" on the model, and I clutched at my pearls right then. I was like, oh.
And then you fired him.
Right, exactly.
You're like, you know what? You're just not going to fit in here.
You're not working out.
Then you said, "Listen, Todd, my name is not Todd." Oh, man, we're going to have a problem here.
What is it you say you do around here? Yeah. They do make some cool kits though. And they're relatively inexpensive. I think when I priced them on Amazon, they're like $50-$60, like what you'd expect to pay if Lego was putting them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't ever tried Kobe. I think Copper has done he did the Titanic when they came out with it first. But so I don't know quality wise how
it stands out
compared
Maybe
to
it
Lego.
needs the glue.
Yeah, like do you have to use the glue?
Well, does it come in the box?
No.
Maybe the glue comes in the box.
No.
What's in the box?
Well, and then I'm going to have to respond when somebody goes to medical because their freaking fingers are glued to their keyboard or something.
And they write some, greedy name or something on the screens.
Yeah.
Or they're eating the glue. This glue's not edible.
Right. Come by and they're all baked out of their minds because they're huffing the glue. Jenny Brick says we did the Doctor Who set from Kobe, not as sturdy as Lego at all. Definitely needed the glue. Well, there you go. May have judged them too soon then. I still fired him.
Todd had it coming.
The name's not Todd.
Why is the model all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot. I think I'm going to finish this bag up, and I might call her for tonight, boys.
Yeah, we're up on the 3-hour mark. So I just finished bag 5 as well. Coming together.
I'm almost there. I've got a couple more steps here.
Eric, this is where you finished your first stream, right? Bag 5, or was it 4?
I think 4.
Okay. He actually did finish 7 today when he was doing it.
Yeah.
There's Copper. Copper says Kobe sets have very tight connections, not as smooth as Lego connections. You better not make an error or you'll never get them apart, at least not on the Titanic.
I got a few more steps. You can talk away there, Tanner. I'll get this done.
Yeah. Bretsky says it's funny how it works. The Porsche came with a new element which seemed specific to creating the right curve for it. That element has already been used again in a couple other big sets. Yeah, it has. What was the one we were building the other day? That little curved wedgie.
What was the one that we were talking about? Is that the one you were talking? You could have used it in this set or whatever, and then it came out in the set later.
Yeah. Oh well, that one. That's the.
Although 1 by 2/3.
That too, yeah, that too. I was talking about the taxi, the 1 by 2 with
right
stud. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that curved piece from the fender of the Porsche was just used in something I built. What was it? Newer set.
Was it one that I was building on here? And I asked about it, and you said it was in the Porsche, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
All
What
right.
did you build last?
Kev, go back to the tape.
I'll do that right away.
I can't remember.
I can't either.
Tape burned down in the Chicago fires. Can't find the tape.
It's like every day is just the
Was
same
it
now.
it was the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet. They used those in
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Yep. So that's probably part of the sales pitch, right? To create that new part. It's gonna need to be used in other things, prove the importance or how it can be.
How pissed would you be as a builder, though? You build this whole model, you ask them for that piece, they're like, no. And then the next guy comes on, yeah, okay.
Yep.
He's just like, man, I could have used that piece of my kid. Would have been nicer.
Yeah. Said, I'm leaving.
Hod's an asshole.
I'm going to Mega Construct.
Todd says Lego needs new Technic planes or helicopters. Been too long since they made a good-sized aircraft set. Well, they had a helicopter last year, but they ditched it.
Well, they did, and the only one, Todd, that would be like close to that would be Black Widow's helicopter. It's as close as you're going to get to military, I think, out of Lego.
Or unless they bring more Indiana Jones sets back.
Yeah.
Allegedly is coming later this year. Speaking of coming up, one thing we do know that's coming, May 1st, not Star Wars, Muppet CMFs.
Yes.
Wow, I totally forgot about those.
May 1st, yes.
Those have been out of sight, out of mind for me.
And my store said they are going to be pre-feeling the bags for you and separating by 12, so you'll be able to go in and just say, give me a set.
I would love to see a store do that around here. They won't.
Well, if your stores had crappy pick-a-brick walls, then they've got to do something to make their customers happy. It's at least that Kev can do, and Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the other day or whatever. It was Harrison Ford comes out on stage, and the Indiana Jones music is playing, and he comes out and he gets up to he's standing at the microphone. He's like, I hate that music. I absolutely hate it. It follows me everywhere I go. He says, I come on the stage, they play it. I go off the stage, they play it. He goes, I was at my proctologist the other day, and they played it when I walked in the door. My God, I love him.
Todd said back in 2012, they did a rescue helicopter that was yellow and good sized in Technic. Bretsky says, just looked it up, 5 sets total, the Porsche, the Titanic, the pickup truck, the typewriter, and the Vespa. Must be talking about, it was another curved element in that set. I'm trying to remember. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, with the typewriter. I know which ones he's talking about. It's the big fender curved piece that he's talking about. I've got this Technic helicopter, Todd, that I don't remember when it was from.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
So this one was a 2-in-1 build. It was actually the main build was just a cargo helicopter that had the 2 propellers on it. But I built this one because it resembles a Chinook.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad one, and it does have the gearing for the rotor. So this one's got a battery. It's probably dead. So I'll try and turn her on, but I think it's going to be dead. But it, yeah, I said it.
A throat slash.
It's working.
Oh, that's nice.
Straight up into the roof.
Somebody hold him down.
And it's got a cargo thing too that'll raise and lower. So it's got another motor that raises it, or no, it's one motor, but it's hooked to a piece that raises and lowers the cargo winch too.
Yeah, you have to shift that, don't you? You shift it into a different mode.
Yep.
DCL says, let's see how it flies.
Do you know what year that's from?
You see what he just
I
did?
don't. I'll look it up. I can't remember.
That's the beautiful thing about that. The Technic stuff is like I dropped one the other day when I was just moving it, and not a piece came
Solid,
off.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that one's as solid. Go ahead, Tanner. Prove me wrong. Okay.
It's got a ramp that lowers and raises too.
You put stuff in the back door there.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to put stuff in the back door. You get the cockpit that comes open. It's a decent helicopter.
Speaking of that, I've actually started rewatching Oz.
I mean,
That was a great show.
But for anybody that doesn't get the reference, you want to explain that to us?
It's the backstory of the Wizard of Oz.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh, that Oz. I thought you meant that there was a show on the jail show. Okay,
yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh. I'm like,
Yeah.
hell? That was a great show.
It was. First episode was a little bit jumpy kind of thing. And I think we're up to episode 3 or 4 because Jen never watched it. So we're watching it together. And yeah, it's fun to see a lot of the celebrities that are in stuff now that you didn't realize who they really were at the time. Look at them.
Those are for more. I haven't got them mailed out to her yet.
Very nice. She's on a work trip, I think.
She is, yeah.
Okay,
She's
so
presenting.
that helicopter is 42052 heavy lift helicopter, and it was from that retired. What was what's the thing where he's like reading the label and he's like, and it's from something not available, or
I always go to the one Parks and Rec.
yeah,
where Andy Dwyer's looking
Andy.
it up and he says, hey, I looked up your symptoms here on the computer and it says you might have poor internet connectivity problems.
That's it.
Which is totally an ad-lib line too, actually. It wasn't written in there.
Pratt's a funny guy. He
really is.
Guy.
DCL says, I'd like the new Technic Chainsaw Massacre set.
There is a new set with a tech, like it's logs and a chainsaw. It's a Technic set where it's like he's let's go a little heavy lift helicopter. Year, where are you at? I can't find it. 2016.
Okay. It honestly looked a little bit older.
Wow.
It's not.
Well, thank you everybody for being here tonight as always. It was a blast. I think I'm going to leave mine until next Friday. I'm not even going to finish it.
Really? I will probably I'll probably work on this some tomorrow night with Broodski, but I don't know that I'll get it all done. And then
I'll probably leave mine. I got to go to BC next week, so
yeah, I got to go to Charleston next week. I'll be back on Friday though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be back at our regular scheduled time, I think, if that's good with you, Easy, and maybe we'll even invite a guest.
That would be cool.
We'll see.
Ooh, Brickmaster Amy.
Yes, Eric's putting his vote in. But yeah, thanks everybody. Have a great night and weekend, and of course, stay safe.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Thanks.
I know.